All right, folks, we are live out here at Don Bonio Field on the campus of Alexandria Senior High School for tonight's 2-5A matchup between the Ruston Bearcats and your Ash Trojans. Once again tonight on the broadcast, our production guru, our research staff, Brett 2T Stallsby. Can't do all this without Brett. Back on the color tonight, my good friend Marshall Leffler. Marshall, thanks for coming back.
Friday night at Don Bonio Field. I am very happy right now. So we're good to go. Hopefully Trojans can bounce back. And like you mentioned, 2-5A, it never is easy in any sport. So this is what these players prepare for, is for these matchups. So get to do it at home tonight and try to bounce back.
Yep, uncharacteristic game for the Trojans last night. 6 errors, which is not something that we normally do. And so looking to bounce back tonight and play a little bit better ball game. We're going to have some special guests tonight. First of all, coming up here in a little while will be Miss Bridget Vaughn from the LV 5K to come tell us about what's coming up now in about 2 weeks. Just heard our good friend down there, Colby, signed up for the LV 5K, so now he gets some of the bacon and pancakes that otherwise he wasn't going to get any. And so then also Coach Jeff Willis from the Brain Middle School team that did so well. Coach Willis is going to come up here and visit with us. Know Coach Willis from the LSUA men's basketball team, mentor team. Great guy, great cook. Coach Willis can cook. So we're going to go over the Jerry. Well, first of all, we're going to stop right here and we're going to say a prayer for the Hilton family, his wife, his son, his daughter, his grandson. We buried Sheriff Hilton today. What a horrible tragedy. We want to extend our prayers out to the Hilton family, to all of our law enforcement family in this entire area, entire state. Sheriff Hilton was a lawman for 50 years, and it's just such a tragedy. We just want to send out our prayers to his family. So we're going to go over the Jerry Lee starting lineup for the Ruston Bearcats. Hitting first and playing center field, Lee Jackson. Batting second. Let's see here. Batting second, the designated hitter, John Paul Moak, number 15. Batting third, the right fielder, number 7, Sam Hartwell. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Nolan Parnell, number 9. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 2, Dalen Powell. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 3, Caden Freeman. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Jackson Burrows. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Hudson Wood. And batting ninth, the catcher for tonight, number 10, Lander Smith. On the mound tonight for the Ruston Bearcats, number 20, Max Piles. He's going to be the pitcher tonight. And then we are going to go over some of our sponsors that we are glad to have on board. Lighted Up Digital Advertising. Miss Sharanda Smith, give her a call at 318-302-0155 for all your advertising needs. We're waiting on our officials to get here. So, Marshall, you said you lived up in Ruston for how long?
6 years.
6 years. What'd you do up there?
I studied and did some extracurriculars, as they say.
Okay.
Came home with 2 degrees and a wife, so made out okay
good trip.
up there.
Yeah. Good trip. I love it up there. We go to Ruston once a year to play at Squire Creek. It's the probably the nicest golf course in the state of Louisiana.
We used to work the Brooks Bradshaw fundraiser out there. It was like, I think it was in April, typically right around when the Masters was played.
Phenomenal golf
ton of
course.
Fun.
We go up there every year to support a cause called the Teen Challenge Program. Teen Challenge is a drug rehab program that we support. Myself and John Bell and Progressive Construction, we go up there every year, and we play at Squire Creek. It's a great cause. The Teen Challenge Program, I've seen from people in Winfield change people's lives. It's a great program. So we are going to mute the mic, step away for a minute. The officials are here. Coaches are going to come out and do the pregame, and then we're going to let Mr. Lewis Bolden do the Pledge of Allegiance, the prayer, and the lineup announcements, and we'll be right back here in just a moment on 446 Sports.
It's simple. When you need same-day emergency dental care, think Today's Dental, because Dr. Goche will see you today. Today's Dental is located on Highway 28 East in Pineville, just 3 miles off the Pineville Expressway. And the phone number is 448-4540. It's Today's Dental for any dental emergency. And Dr. Gauthier offers several finance options to meet your needs. Call 448-4540 for Today's Dental anytime you need dental care today.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends and families. On behalf of Principal Ms. Jody Goodman and her remarkable team of administrators, Athletic Director Thomas Bachman, and our head coach Greg Briggs, it is our pleasure to welcome you to Don Bonio Field here at Alexandria Senior High School. Tonight, we're in for an exciting matchup in District 2-5A as the visiting Ruston Bearcats face off against your home team, the Trojans. Let's enjoy a fantastic evening in high school baseball. Now the starting lineups, first for the Bearcats. Leading off and playing center field, number 4, Jackson Lee. Batting second and tonight's designated hitter for the Bearcats, number 15, John Parker Moak. Hitting third and playing right field, number 7, Sam Hartwell. Batting cleanup and playing third base, number 9, Nolan Parnell. Hitting fifth and playing in left field, number 2, Dalen Powell. Batting sixth and playing second base, number 3, Kendon Freeman. Hitting seventh and playing first base, number 21, Jackson Burrows. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, number 5, Hudson Wood. Batting ninth and playing catcher, number 10, Lander Smith. On the mound tonight for the Bearcats, number 20, Max Piles. The Bearcats are led by head coach Brian Beck, assistant coaches Jacob Martin, Nick Morad, Eric Outley, and Caden Dozot. And now, the starting lineup for your Trojans tonight. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 2, Jackson Ross. Batting second and tonight's designated hitter, number 14, Trent Hennessy. Hitting third and playing left field, number 21, Bryson Phoenix. Batting cleanup and playing third base, number 17, Caden Eckstein. Hitting fifth and playing first base, number 15, Grayson Thibodeau. Batting sixth and playing right field, number 5, Ian Hunter. Hitting seventh and playing second base, number 7, Melvin Burns. Batting eighth and playing catcher, number 12, Cooper Robinson. Batting ninth and playing in center field, number 11, Jacob Dean. On the mound tonight for the Trojans, number 23, Jack Lee. The Trojans are led by head coach Greg Briggs, assistant coaches Bo Ross, Brent Daigle, and Richard Hunter. Fans, we respectfully ask that you would stand and join us in a moment of prayer, followed by our national anthem. Heavenly Father, as we gather here today, we come before you with grateful hearts, ready to embrace the spirit of competition and sportsmanship. Father, we thank you for the gift of this day and for giving these student athletes an opportunity to play the game they love. As the game unfolds, may we all be reminded of the importance of community and support. Father, we ask for safe travels for fans, student athletes, and all that are witnessing this game tonight as they return home to their families and loved ones without harm. Tonight, we're also asking that you lift up our military members and their families. We ask for divine protection, strength, and comfort as they serve and sacrifice for our freedoms. Thank you, Lord, for your presence among us today. May our actions reflect your light, and may this game bring us together in unity and joy. It is in your name we pray. Amen.
All right, folks, we're live back out here at Don Bonia Field. We want to thank Principal Jody Goodman and Athletic Director Thomas Bachman for allowing us to be out here tonight. We're going to go over the defense for your Trojans, starting in left field, Bryson Phoenix. Center field, number 11, Jacob Dean. In right field, number 5, Ian Hunter. Across the diamond at third base, number 17, Caden Eckstein. Shortstop, number 2, Jackson Ross. Second base, number 7, Melvin Burns. First base, Tibbs, number 15, Grayson Thibodeau. The battery tonight, C-Rob, Cooper Robinson behind the plate, number 12. And on the mound, number 23, Jack Lee. Marshall coming off a complete game, 7-inning game, 11 strikeouts, 1 earned run against the Pineville Rebels last Friday night right here.
Yeah, and he's been able to go the distance here at home a few times this season, had a start kind of like that against North DeSoto, and he's a Friday night guy for a reason. He, he's pitched like an ace many times, and Ash has had, several guys that in any given night can stand in as the ace of this team, but anytime we get to watch 23 shove off the rubber, it's a pleasure to do so.
It is. He's got a electric fastball, but the other night his slider was on, really good slider. So we're going to start this game off. Jackson Lee, the center fielder, leading off for the Bearcats. Right now going to be an advantage for the pitcher with that sun there, Marshall.
Yeah, and we've kind of seen right there in the second inning how that shadow moves across the infield. First
pitch fouled back, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike here on Jackson Lee, the center fielder.
You mentioned pregame, KP, just about the speed that Ruston displayed last night on the base path.
They did. Watch that game last night. They got a lot of speed. Right back up the middle. Burns, that gets by Burns for a base hit. They covered the outfield very well, and they made a lot of catches last night that I thought were going to be base hits. They didn't just make these catches. They made them look easy.
Yeah, speaking of base hit, that one just gets
past Jack.
Under Jack's glove.
So that
2
brings
pitches.
Up John Parker Moak, the DH.
He had a big night last night.
He did.
Multi-hit game.
Yep.
Extra base hit.
Yeah, these first two can run. There's 2 others later on in the lineup that can run. They got a lot of speed. Look for them to try to maybe lay a bunt down here because they know they're not going to get many runs off of Jack. So here's the first pitch here to Moak. That's over. Lee back again. Trojans on a short little 2-game losing streak here, trying to get back on the winning side.
2 good teams,
That's
2 quality teams.
Squared a bunt. There it is. Popped up. Back out of play. Kind of thought that was going to happen. If they watched last week and saw anything about the ball game, they know they're not going to have a lot of scoring opportunities tonight against 23. So Lee's the runner at first. No balls, 1 strike to Moak.
And this defense only allowed 2 runs to a really quality Tioga team on Tuesday here at home.
Yep,
so
that's right.
While Ruston did get 9 runs tonight, Ash's defense has proven that they can keep teams off the scoreboard.
That's a fastball in there for strike 2. So Jack Lee quickly ahead here on Moak. No balls, 2 strikes. Lee the runner at first. Throw over to first. Doesn't look like Lee's got that big of a lead. If he can get back that easy, Marshall, he's not got enough of a lead.
Yeah, and Jack Lee we've seen him he'll throw over to first plenty early on in games.
0-2 pitch here. That's inside. It gets away from C-Rob, and that kid's going to take second base. He can run. He can move. That gets away from Robinson. So that puts the runner in scoring position.
Bit of a foot race there between Jackson Lee and Cooper. They were both running at the same time, and Lee able to just kind of obviously win that foot race there.
I don't know, not sure exactly what that was about. Yep, maybe something said back there, not sure. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to John Parker Moak with Lee on second base. No outs, looking to record the first out of the inning here. Oh, time, no pitch. No pitch. He called time.
Good pitch, though, right there on the rubber.
Yeah, well, Jack saw it was coming, so he laid off of it a little bit. So 1-2 pitch here to John Parker Moak with Lee at second base. Need a strikeout here, Marshall, and keep that runner at second. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. That's your first Sabine State Bank strikeout of the night. I happen to become a Sabine State Bank customer today. Switched over to Sabine State Bank. Thank you to Jason Tarver and Miss Tammy Vines for helping me out with that today. So that's the first Sabine State Bank strikeout. That brings up to the plate Sam Hartwell, the left fielder.
That reminds me, I'll get you that money I owe you.
There you go. I'm sorry,
the
right fielder. Sam's playing right field. There you go. First pitch is a breaking pitch. A little bit low for ball one. Looks like a curveball there. The other night, to end the game against Pineville, it was a 71-mile-an-hour curveball, an 82-mile-an-hour slider, and a 91-mile-an-hour heater. So Lee's still the runner at second. Hartwell at the plate. That is swung on and hit out to center field. That's going to be right at Jacob Dean. That is a can of corn, as they call it, for out number 2. Brings up the third baseman, Nolan Parnell, with 2 outs. Looking to get out of this with no harm here, Marshall.
Yeah, all of a sudden, just always, like we said, huge difference between runner on second with 1 out versus 2, especially with Jack Lee out there.
Right. So 2 down. Parnell at the plate. That is hit him in the shoulder. Little breaking pitch on the inside. Number 9 takes it. So nobody hurt there. Still going to put just a runner at first base. That's going to bring up the left fielder, Dalen Powell. He's the other one that can run. They had 3 of them. They had 3 or 4 last night. They had a lot of speed on the out there in the outfield. They covered, giving them. We hit some balls in the gaps last night. And I asked Coach Hunter if that field was as big as it looked like on their broadcast, but he said no. But there were some balls that I just knew were going to drop, and they were caught rather easily by their outfielders because they can really run. So 2 down here. Parnell at first, Lee at second. Powell's the hitter. First pitch, outside corner, on the paint for strike 1.
Yeah, Powell, starting running back for the Bearcat football team most of the season, got a late season injury, went down and had to sit out the rest of the season, but glad to see that he's back.
Yep.
Able to participate.
0-1 pitch here from Lee to Powell. That is a breaking pitch for strike 2. That's the difference right there. That's a 10-mile-an-hour difference. Excuse me. Yeah, almost 11 there. It's just hard to switch speeds like that. Jack quickly ahead 0-2 here. Here's the 0-2 pitch outside. Try to get him to chase. 0-2 pitch at 91.
Do you remember what pitch he got Moak with for out number 1 on the swing and strike? I can't remember if it was fastball.
I think it was fastball outside, up and out.
It was a 1-2 count.
Yep, I think it was a fastball up and out. So here's the 1-2 pitch from Lee to Powell. That's up. 2-2. First deuces wild of the game here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
I was going to say it if you didn't. Big pitch here for
right.
Lee.
You don't want to go 3-2. That's right. So big pitch right here from Jack Lee to Dalen Powell with 2 outs.
Big spot for 23.
There's the pitch. It's swung on and hit the second base. Burns comes up, makes that play for out number 3. What we got, Marshall?
We've got no runs on, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on base.
At the end of a half an inning of play, your score, 0-0 out here at Don Bonio Field. We'll be back right in just a moment on 446 Sports.
It's simple. When you need same-day emergency dental care, think Today's Dental, because Dr. Goche will see you today. Today's Dental is located on Highway 28 East in Pineville, just 3 miles off the Pineville Expressway, and the phone number is 448-4540. It's Today's Dental for any dental emergency, and Dr. Goche offers several finance options to meet your needs. Call 448-4540 for Today's Dental anytime you need dental care today.
All right, we're back out here at Don Boniel Field for the bottom of the first inning. We're going to go over your Jerry Lee starting lineup for your Ash Trojans. Batting first and hitting leadoff tonight, number 2, Jackson Ross. Batting second, the DH, number 14, Trent Hennessy. Batting third, the left fielder, number 21, Bryson Phoenix. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 17, Caden Eckstein. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 15, Grayson Thibodeau. Batting sixth, the right fielder, number 5, Ian Hunter. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 7, Melvin Burns. Eighth is C-Rob, Cooper Robinson, the catcher, number 12. And number 9 tonight is Jacob Dean, number 11, the center fielder. So Ross for the year is close to 400, Marshall. It's not quite that, but it's real close. He is having the best year I've seen him have in a long time at the plate. Lefty on the mound for the Bearcats.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. Don't recall too many times we've seen a starting lefty this year. Jackson Ross had one of only 4 Trojan hits last night.
Max Piles is a lefty. So first pitch is swung on and hit to center field for a base hit for Jackson Ross, who stays hot. Ross for the year, once again, hitting for a very high average. For the year, Ross is 397. That's going to put him above 400 there again.
I feel like there's been several times this year where, let's say, Ash hadn't, just had an offensive explosion.
Yeah.
And you look at that box score, and Jackson Ross has got 1 or 2 base hits when the rest of the team doesn't have them, and he's just that kind of player.
When you get him on first, he's a threat to steal. So Trent Hennessy, the DH at the plate, squares to bunt, lays the bunt down. Great bunt there from Hennessy. Going to be a tough play for the catcher. He comes up, makes the play for out number 1. Trent had one job there. He did it. He got Jackson Ross to second base with 1 out. That's the little things we talk about in baseball that always make a big difference. That's one of them right there, Marshall.
Yeah, perfectly executed on the first pitch that he saw. Not even sure if Ruston was 100% ready for that bunt there on the first pitch. Or just, right here in the bottom of the first. But good job by Trent.
Brings up Bryson Phoenix hitting 364 for the year. 364, second on the team. First pitch is outside for ball 1, little 79-mile-an-hour look fastball.
So as much as we've enjoyed seeing him in the leadoff spot, you like him here at 3-hole, KP?
I do. He's got power, and he can muscle balls. Last night in Ruston, he muscled the ball to right field. The ball was on the inside part of the plate. He's so strong that he muscled it past the second baseman with enough on it to get a base hit. So, yeah, I mean, he's obviously the guy in that spot.
Now he's ahead 2-0.
2-0, looking for a pitch to hit right here. They don't want to go 3-0 and put him on first base or get a chance for him to be on first. Just need a base hit here. Again, we talk about timely hitting, whether we're in high school, college, or the pros. The team that gets the 2-out hits with runners in scoring position are going to win the ball game. Piles comes set, spins and throws to second. Ross back.
I know we talk about it a lot, but you can see right now Piles like squinting and just really dealing with where that sun is. You're going to have to deal with it till about the bottom of the second.
Yep. You get nervous with these pitchers because, again, a line drive right at them, they can't see it. They just can't see it.
But everybody's dealing with it. But it is interesting. This part of the game, we always see it.
My other broadcast partner, Mr. Bell, has a good idea to get a billboard, build it up here, block the sun, and get somebody to sponsor it. I'm like, that might be great. Just get that sun off the pitchers. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Bryson Phoenix with Jackson Ross on second base. Phoenix looking to drive in a run here, get the Trojans on the board early. So the 2-1 pitch from Piles to Phoenix. Phoenix drives that ball to center field, right at the center fielder who's going to make the catch and tag.
He's there.
Ross is going to tag and go to third. Great job of base running there from Jackson Ross to get to third base. good job of hitting. Phoenix hit that ball to center field. Puts your senior third baseman, Caden Eckstein, at the plate with a chance to drive in that run, Marshall.
Single, sack bunt, sack fly.
Yep.
Caden Eckstein with an RBI opportunity. This is beautiful baseball if he can pull it off here.
That's right. That's what we talk about. You got a pass ball. You got a bunch of situations here. So Eckstein at the plate.
Lefty.
Batting 279 for the year. Eckstein's hitting 279 for the year. Piles' first pitch to Eckstein. Is driven up the middle. Might be a tough play. Going to be a tough play. That's going to be safe at first for an infield hit. Caden Eckstein drives in the first run of the game for your Ash Trojans. 1-0 Trojans.
KP, how many times have we seen Caden Eckstein on the first pitch deliver an RBI or some sort of extra base hit? He's been so good, just kind of ready to go there.
Yep.
And again, first pitch, base hit up the middle.
He is a first pitch swinging hitter. Thibodeau fouls that straight back. Looks like there's already some action in the Ruston bullpen. Young man getting loose down there.
And so Grayson, really no pressure here. Just try to pass a bat.
Right.
And move a runner.
Grayson hitting 250 for the year. Does have a home run. That's driven to center field. Center fielder's going back. Looks like that's going to be a catch out there in center field. It is for out number 3. What we got, Marshall?
1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base.
We're going to stay right here and visit with our production guru, our statistician, research guy, Mr. Brett Stallsby. Brett, tell us about something you got coming up here that we want to let our audience know about.
Well, we have a fundraiser coming up for the theater department. And I know we don't typically talk about theater on the baseball program, but I'm a theater dad. So we are putting on a production out at Huckleberry Brewery. It's going to be a karaoke battle, and they're doing a silent auction. We've got, we got a lot of stuff.
Okay.
And I'll have to check with my wife as well. But if you're looking to donate items, we would be more than welcome to. Guys, I'm not very good at this.
That's okay.
There's a reason they got me on production. I don't talk much.
You're good.
But if you want to donate, we would be more than welcome to take anything that you want to donate. This goes to benefit the theater program, and they are going to International Thespians Festival.
Okay.
That will be in Bloomington, Indiana, and this helps pay for a trip for one of our wonderful theater kids to go up there.
Okay.
And I'll get on later and tell you about the rest of it.
Sounds great. So first up in the top of the second inning is Caden Freeman, the second baseman. He's going to be the first batter here for the Ruston Bearcats. 1-0 here early, Ash over Ruston. First pitch here from Lee is a breaking pitch for strike 1. That's a curveball. As you can see, Marshall having to throw that ball down back low so Jack can see it. First pitch to Freeman was a curveball for a strike. Second pitch, outside for a ball, 90 miles an hour on the fastball there. So 1-1 to Freeman with Burrows on deck. That is a check swing sort of for strike 2, little 91 mile an hour cheese there.
Freeman 0 for 3 last night.
Okay. 1-2 pitch is fouled back straight. Oh, Jack couldn't see that from blue.
That's, and we talked about those 6 errors. Ruston 9 runs, 7 hits.
Yep, that's right.
That adds up.
That's our first game of the year where our defense did not play well. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That is a breaking pitch up. Defensively, we weren't very good. It's the first time it's happened all year. Kind of not really expected and not really sure how, or what caused it, but Ruston earned that win. So 2-2 pitch here from Lee. That is painted on the corner for strike 3 for a Sabine State Bank strikeout, and out number 1 in the top of the second inning. That's going to bring up Jackson Burrows, who is the first baseman. I don't know what he did last night, Marshall. Do you? What?
He was 1 for 1
Okay.
with a hit, a run scored, and he walked twice.
Okay. First pitch is fouled down the left field line. Going to be out of play for strike one.
He's the son of Louisiana Tech's head baseball coach, Lane Burroughs.
Okay.
He was the head coach at Northwestern State previously.
Baseball runs in the young man's family then, obviously. So here is the 0-1 pitch here from Jack Lee to Burroughs. That is in there for strike two. Fastball. Now you're ahead, Marshall. You can do whatever you want here. I know Coach Hunter's talked about not wasting pitches with Jack because he doesn't have to. Not a lot of kids can catch up to 91. So here's the 0-2 pitch. That is fouled back. Good cut there from Burroughs. Very good cut. When you can change speeds on those three pitches 10 miles an hour, it is very difficult to time those up. This is a good hitting team. We watched them last night. So 0-2 pitch here again from Jack Lee to Jackson Burroughs. That is outside, trying to get him to chase there.
Yeah, you've heard plenty from pitching coaches, pitchers, talk about the ability to change speeds being the most important, behind just being able to locate.
Right. Here's the pitch. That's up. I mean, look, everybody has a bad game. I don't know if you noticed yesterday, but the best pitcher in the major leagues went 2/3 of an inning. He went 2/3 of an inning yesterday in his first start, and he is, in my opinion, the number one pitcher in the big leagues, Skeens. And
yeah, you're right.
yeah, and he went 2/3 of an inning yesterday, so it can happen. Clayton didn't pitch bad last night. His defense let him down, and they'll be the first ones to admit that. So 3-2 pitch here from Jack Lee to Jackson Burroughs. That is outside for ball four, so Burroughs fights back from an 0-2 count and draws a walk there, Marshall.
Yeah, that's first walk issued by Lee, had a hit by pitch.
Right, so that brings up
In the top
Hudson
of the
Wood,
first.
the shortstop, number 5, with Burroughs at first with one out, looking to get out of this inning here. Lee's first pitch to Wood. He squares to bunt. That is in there for strike one. Coaches always love when you don't bunt the strike. When you pull that bunt bat back, especially when you're trying to lay it down and they give it to you to lay down and you pull it back. I know coaches always love that. So 0-1 pitch here. That is up for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike to Wood with 1 out. Burroughs, your runner at first. Maybe looking for a little double play here to get out of this inning. Going to be tough because I think Wood can run from what I remember last night. Throw back over to first. I don't think Jackson's going anywhere. It didn't look like the lead was too long there. One pitch from Lee to Wood. That is outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike on the 8-hole hitter, Hudson Wood.
And Jack's already had 30 pitches. He's worked, 2 ball counts on a lot of these at bats.
Yep.
There goes
Runner
Wood.
breaks to second base, steals the bag. Going to get him over. A little bit of a good for us. Bunted it right to Tibbs for the second out of the inning. So that puts Jackson Burroughs at second base with the 9-hole hitter Lander Smith,
Catcher.
with 2 outs, he's looking to drive in a run. We're looking to record the 3rd out of the inning here. So you remember what he did last night, Marshall?
He was 1 for 2 with an RBI.
All right. First pitch from Lee. A little bit low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to the catcher, Smith. Lee's pitch swung on and fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looking for some more baseballs.
Yeah, like I mentioned, so Jack at 32, 33 pitches already between the foul balls and, like I mentioned, Just kind of working a lot of 2-ball counts, few 3-ball counts.
And that's what Coach Hunter talked about. He wanted to try to keep
He's
him out of
working
those
up a
counts.
sweat.
Yeah. Didn't want to waste pitches on 0-2 counts that he didn't think he needed to anymore. So here is the 1-1 pitch from Lee to Smith. Swung on, driven down the right field line, foul for strike 2. So ahead 1-2 here. Looking to get out of this inning, get back in the dugout, get the bats going.
And remind me who started against Tioga. Was that Hunter or Trent?
Tioga Trent started.
Okay.
Yep. And then Lonsberry pitched and along with Hoover.
And you only had Wright and Doyle run out last night.
right.
So you've got your bullpen
Yes.
if Jack does get his pitch count run up.
Correct. You do. I think you'd like to see Jack go 5 or 6. I know Jack wants to do that as well. Jack wants to go 8 for all, so he'd go as long as he had to. So 1-2 pitch here from Jack Lee to Smith. Oh, hit him in the shoulder. That was not intentional at all. So definitely didn't want to hit him with 2 strikes and bring up the leadoff hitter. So that's going to put Smith at first. The courtesy runner for the catcher tonight is going to be number 1, who is Michael Briscoe. So Briscoe's is the runner at first. At the plate, the leadoff hitter, Jackson Lee.
Yeah, had a single and stolen base in the top of the first to lead off the game.
So here's the first pitch to Jackson Lee. That is on the corner for strike 1. Fastball. The fastball sets up the curveball and the slider. When you can pump it in there with that kind of velocity, it sets everything up and kind of gets you, kind of like Skeens. Skeens gets the fastball over. He's got all kind of pitches. 0-1 pitch here. That is swung on and missed for strike 2. Good pitch from Jack.
You just said it. 0-1 means everything. I mean,
Yeah.
I know and it's cliche. We say it a lot, but 1-0, then all of a sudden you have to immediately battle back.
Yeah, right. 0-2 pitch here from Jack Lee. Oh, hit him in the head. Oh, that was. Yep. Got time here. Going to check on Jackson Lee, make sure he's okay.
So you mentioned KP, 8 innings. So the other night here in Sinlaw, the defending state champs out of Class C, they were out at Oak Hill. Both pitchers had complete game shutouts through 7 innings. It went to the bottom of the 8th where there was a walk-off RBI double to win 1-0. But both starting pitchers in that game went 7 innings each. Both really good teams at the Class B and Class C level.
Wow.
A pitcher's duel through 8.5 innings.
Wow.
Settled a walk-off. But both of those guys earned their Wheaties that day on the mound.
So Lee got a rosin bag out there to try to dry his hands off a little bit. Looks like he's got a little sweat going. So
yeah, look, and with that pitch count, too, that's I said that a minute ago. He's working up a sweat. You can tell.
John Parker Moak at the plate with 2 outs. Bases loaded now.
Struck out in the top of the first.
Okay. First pitch. That is in there for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Moak with 2 outs. Briscoe at second. Burrows at third. Lee at first. That is low. Great job there from Cooper Robinson.
91.
Yep. Great job from Coop blocking that ball up. Looking good back there. And that gear he's got looking really good. So
Love the black unis at home with the two-tone hats.
Yep, me too.
Good set.
1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and hit in the hole for a base hit. That's going to bring a run in. The throw from third from the left field is going to put him back. Great job from Bryson Phoenix to keep that at 1 run right there.
So really good job by Moak, to find a hole on the left side as Ross was playing towards Briscoe a little bit at second base. Good job by Moak to get it through to left field. But Bryson, my goodness, he shut off the valve right there for Briscoe rounded third.
That runner's going to be out by 5 feet if he tries that. So good job from Phoenix charging that ball and keeping it at 1 run. Brings up Sam Hartwell. First pitch, strike.
Flew out to center.
Okay.
for the second out in the top of the first.
So Hartwell's 0 for 1 tonight. 1-1 now, Ash and Ruston.
Starting QB for the Bearcats.
Lee looking to get out of this inning right here with just this one run of damage. That's it. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Lee ahead here early, Marshall.
Yeah, and that was off speed. So we'll see. Maybe he comes back with a fastball high, tries to get Hartwell to swing right through it here. Be a good way to end this.
I would agree. That'd be a good pitch. See if we can get him to chase on. So the 0-2 pitch here from Jack Lee to Sam Hartwell. It's outside. Good job from Coop over there blocking that ball up. Keeping that in front of him because I know Briscoe can run at third. Don't want to have to try to get him out at home here. So still ahead here, 1-2.
I'll say it again. Same idea. Go back that high heat.
Right, I agree.
Wham.
And he hits it right back up the middle. Nobody. Oh, and we got another run coming home. 2-run score, and the ball doesn't leave the infield.
So I think maybe Jack at the last split second decided to pull that glove and let Melvin get it, which wasn't a bad decision at all because you got a great second baseman back there.
I don't think it was on purpose. I don't think he could see it in that sun.
Gosh.
I don't think he can see it. The ball doesn't leave the infield. We can't have 2-run score. We can't do that. So that's going to bring up the cleanup hitter, Nolan Parnell, with still 2 outs. First pitch, breaking pitch in for strike 1. So, runner at second base is Moak. First base is Hartwell. Parnell at the plate with 2 outs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That is in there for strike 2. So once again, and the other part, Marshall, is that's a base hit up the middle on an 0-2 pitch that we put into play. I think maybe got too much of the plate. So 0-2 here again to Parnell with 2 outs.
Was it a 2-2 count that Hartwell swung on?
I think it was a 2-2 count. You're right.
Yeah.
Lee's pitch.
Which we had him 0-2.
Yep, we did. We did. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Parnell. Oh, yeah, somebody's calling time. Somebody's calling time. That's not going to stand to that long. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lee's pitch. Swung on and hit the right field. Ian Hunter comes in and then makes the drift back for out number 3. But, Marshall, what we got?
3 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base.
We'll be back here in just 1 minute on 446 Sports.
Yeah.
All right, back out here at Don Boniel Field for the bottom of the second inning. Score, Ruston 3, Ash 1. Leading off for your Ash Trojans is going to be the right fielder, number 5, Ian Hunter, followed by Melvin Burns and C-Rob Cooper Robinson. Right now for the year, Ian Hunter hitting .283. Comes in not doing anything spectacular at the plate, Marshall, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Ian Hunter has 17 hits, and he has 17 singles.
Had one last night.
Yep. He hits the ball and puts it in play and just does it every game.
And right from that 6 hole, right from that spot where he's been,
Yep.
What else would you want?
That's right. But 17 hits, 17 singles, hitting .283, doing a great job in right field, playing an exemplary right field for us as a senior. That pitch is low for ball 1. So right now it's really tough with the sun that almost is clearing that mound. It's going to be about another 10 minutes or so to clear that mound. 1-1 pitch here from Piles to Hunter. Hunter drives that ball to right field. Looks like it's going to be a tough play. It's over the right fielder's head, and Ian Hunter, just like that, you speak it into existence, right, Mr. Bolden? We speak it into existence. First double of the year from Ian Hunter to get on second base with nobody out. We just said he had 17 singles.
Hot air travels.
Man, I tell you what.
Nice swing, Ian.
Yeah, good job there from Hunter. Hit it over the right fielder's head for a double. So that's going to bring up Melvin Burns, the leading RBI hitter on the team.
And Melvin has not hit a 2-run homer yet this year.
Correct. I like it. There we go. There we go, Marshall. So Melvin for the year has 21 RBIs. That leads the team by 4 or 5. So Burns at the plate with nobody out. Hunter's your runner at second.
Yeah, Ian got to the wall there on 2 hops.
Yep.
Opposite field. Nice job.
First pitch to Burns. Fouled off down the right field line.
Melvin trying to go the same way with it.
Yep. So Hunter's first double of the year brings up Burns. Burns for the year is hitting a smooth .308, but again, driven in 21 RBIs, the leading RBI guy on the team, and the guy you want in this spot right here.
Yep, had to clean up a lot, did a lot of good things in that spot, and has been productive since he's been kind of down in the order a little bit as well. Third baseman charging.
Yep. Third baseman charges in, thinking Burns might bunt.
And, yeah, he's been just so timely. Like with a runner on second, just finding those singles
Yep.
over the second baseman or shortstop's head. We've seen him do it a lot.
Absolutely. So Burns at the plate, down 0-1 here. Hunter at second base, shortstop right behind him. Everybody else playing. Corners are in.
Melvin calls time.
Yep, corners are in. The second baseman's playing normal. Shortstop's trying to hold Hunter on. Hunter does have some pretty good speed. So pitch to Burns. That is outside.
Yeah, we saw him use it there
Yep.
in right
Yep.
to end the inning.
He's played an excellent right field, and
Yeah, he
again,
has.
for a kid that has not touched the field his first 3 years in varsity to come out here and start as a senior and do a great job, that's a great story. It's what these kids ought to be doing. So 1-1 strike pitch here from Piles to Burns. That is outside for ball 2.
I'm sure you've seen the clip from Coach Robichaux, work while you wait.
Yes.
What great
That's
just
Ian
what great
Hunter.
words to hear.
That's Ian Hunter.
Not about sports, but really about anything, about life.
In life, work while you wait. 100%. We have such an entitlement mentality now. Love that right there. Coach Robichaux, what a legend. That is in there for strike 2 on the inside corner. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Really looking for nothing, if nothing else, put this ball into play on the right side. Get Hunter to third base with 1 out. That opens up a lot of things right there. So here's the 2-2 pitch from Max Piles to Melvin Burns. That is outside. Filling the count up. Full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So this is either your pitch or ball 4 right here, Marshall.
Yeah, what they say, base hit, ball 4,
Yep.
and another really good RBI opportunity for Melvin.
Absolutely. So here's the payoff pitch from Max Piles
Second baseman in tight. Got
to
some
Melvin Burns.
space over there and right.
That is swung on and fouled off down the left field line for a strike. So, yeah, you're right. Second baseman's now holding him on. Looks like they're going to throw him on the inside part of the plate trying to get him to pull it because they want the ball on the left side so Hunter can't go to third.
And with no outs, Melvin really doesn't have to put it in any particular spot. Anything will move a runner here.
Right. anything to the right side of the infield is going to move this runner to third base. So here, once again, payoff pitch to Melvin Burns from Max Piles. Burns fouls that off down the other side.
Just waiting for something he can barrel up. But like his demeanor standing in there right now, looks confident to get another RBI base hit.
3-2 pitch here from Piles to Burns. Burns rips that. He's just going back and forth. Rips another one.
And he's got to fight that one off. Might have been ball 4 inside, but you do have to fight that one off.
Maybe from the other night he learned a lesson. You never let the umpire on a 3-2 pitch that matters. You never let the umpire make the decision. Never let him make the decision.
Yeah.
Always take it out of his hands, put it in yours, make the, hopefully that's what the lesson was the other night.
Yeah.
So once again, 3-2 pitch here from Piles to Burns. That is ball 4. Good job there. And the ball gets away. So heads up base running there from Ian Hunter to take third base, Marshall.
Yeah, I think Melvin actually did a good job of communicating with Ian to let him know to go ahead and get a jump. They're going to mound visit now for the Bearcats.
So mound visit here. Doesn't look like it's going to be a pitch and change. Just a mound visit. So Hunter's going to be your runner at third. Melvin Burns is going to be at first. That's going to bring up our catcher. Number 12, Cooper Robinson. We call him C-Rob, or I do. I don't know if anybody else does. But Cooper for the year is hitting .267, but Cooper leads the team in on-base percentage, or one of the higher on-base percentages. As a catcher, Cooper has a really good eye and has drawn a lot of base on balls this year.
He might lead 5A in innings caught. He has been an Iron Man back there.
And they don't want to do that. The last thing they want to do is load these bases up with no outs. So Cooper's going to get some pitches to hit here. See Rob at the plate. Burns at first. Hunter at third. Nobody out in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the first pitch from Piles. He steps off. Well, that sun is about 6 feet from being out of their way, Marshall.
Yeah, moving over.
Yep.
We usually say bottom of the second is when it goes away.
That's right. First pitch from Piles to C-Rob. Throws over to first. Not his best move, just probably trying to see if there's a play on there.
Yeah, I think that might be the first pickoff move I've seen him try.
Some action over there in the Bearcat bullpen. Can't see who that is, but
is it 17?
17, it looks like. Another throw over to first. Not his best move again. 17 is going to be Hudson Wilkerson in the bullpen. Looks like he's getting loose. Here's the pitch from Piles to C-Rob. That is a ball up for ball 1. Yeah, Coop's done a great job back there behind the plate. He's replacing a 4-year starter, Braden Rasho, who's caught for 4 years here. He's stepped in here, done a great job.
And he's a sophomore, so he's got plenty of baseball left.
He does. Great young man. 1 ball, no strikes here to C-Rob with Hunter at third, Burns at first. Look for Burns to maybe run. That is driven up the middle, off the pitcher's foot. That's going to be an RBI infield hit for Cooper Robinson. Good job there from C-Rob. Driving in Hunter for the second run of the game for your Ash Trojans. Now your courtesy runner for the catcher is going to be number 1, Zach Cohen.
Courtesy runner for the Trojans, number 1, Zach Cohen.
Cohen's going to be the runner at first. Burns at second. Going to bring up the center fielder, Jacob Dean, who for the year, what is Dean hitting for the year? .255 for Jacob. Looking to still a situation here, Marshall, where we can lay a bunt down.
Yeah, hit it up the middle. Good things happen. Really nice job by number 12.
Yep.
And like we say, Jacob Dean, an extra leadoff hitter in the bottom of the lineup.
That's right. Could still square the bunt here. It looks like Here it comes. They were good to see what's – look, here's the deal. He's laying the bunt down. We're going to get our hottest and best hitter at the plate with one out. You can let him lay it down, but that's what he's doing here. You can see Jacobs getting ready. He's got one job here, lay this bunt down and get Ross to the plate with runners at second and third and one out. Squares to bunt. Gets the bunt down right in front. Going to be a tough play at first base. Good job there. That's exactly the job Dean had to do. He laid the bunt down. That's what seniors do. That's going to bring up Jackson Ross to the plate, who after his first inning base hit has got to be hitting at least 400 because he was at 397.
Yeah.
So 400. Ross has got 27 hits for the year, 2 doubles and a triple.
Single to right center in the bottom of the first.
Yep, we're looking for a single right here. A single drives in 2 runs.
Infield in.
Infield in, trying to cut off the run, which we like to see.
And you look at the second baseman just having to shield his eyes.
First pitch is high to Ross for ball 1. Again, Ross has moved up in this lineup. He's at one point was hitting leadoff, went down, came back up, now hitting 400 for the year. Swinging a good bat, using his speed to get on base, doesn't just keeps the ball on the ground, which is great.
Yeah, had two hits against Tioga.
Yep. Ross drives that ball to center field, right at the center fielder, but Burns does not tag. He hit that on a line right at the center fielder.
And so Burns he took off and got back to the bag.
Yep.
And just didn't quite get his plant foot down.
Well, as shallow as that ball was and as hard as it was hit, that was going to be a tough job there. So that's going to bring up Trent Hennessy, who for the year's batting .310.
Yeah, he had a sac bunt in the bottom of the first to move Ross down the line.
Another one of the seniors here. First pitch from Piles to Hennessy. Breaking pitch up. So the other night, John said we need to get a good nickname for Hennessy. We started to call him Half Pint. We said, well, that might not be good, though. We can't do that. So still hadn't got one for Trent, but he's pitched great on Tuesday nights and done a great job at the plate, hitting .310 for the year.
And, man, what if he can drive in 2 runs right here?
Great. 1-0 pitch here from Piles to Hennessy. Swung on and missed for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to the DH tonight, Trent Hennessy. Again, 2-out hitting. We talk about it. It's just, it may be the most important stat in baseball. What do you do with 2 outs when it really matters? 1-1 pitch here. Hennessy gets a piece of that.
And on his hands.
2. Yep.
Yeah,
so now you got to choke up and protect. Put the ball into play. Things can happen when you put the ball into play. That's what you got to do here. Senior, I'm sure he's thinking that as well. Going to get that done. So 1-2 pitch here from Max Piles to Trent Hennessy with 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. That is outside for ball 2. Good job there from Hennessy.
Yeah, Smith tried to frame that one.
Yep, he did. Good job there from Trent.
2's on the board.
2's on the board. Deuces wild. Nick Magnano, the voice of Menard baseball. Here's the pitch. That is up for ball 3. So now we have a full count. Runners will be moving.
Good movement on that breaking pitch. And big pitch coming up for Hennessy.
Yep, big pitch for Hennessy, big pitch for Piles. First big spot of the game right here.
Boy, if he could take ball 4 and pass it to Phoenix.
That's exactly right. That's what we'd like to see, that or a base hit. So here's the payoff pitch from Max Piles to Trent Hennessy. That is in the dirt for ball 4. Hennessy draws a base on balls, and that brings up Bryson Phoenix to the plate. Didn't he hit a
sac fly?
Sac fly
in the bottom of the first, and Piles shook off Smith for whatever his first call was. Shook him off, and ball 4 on the fastball.
Phoenix for the year hitting .364, got 2 home runs. Looking to drive in, big spot right here for Bryson. First pitch from Piles is swung on and driven to left field. Way back, gone! Pucker up and kiss that baby goodbye. Grand slam home run from Bryson Phoenix. Pucker up and kiss that baby goodbye. Grand slam home run from Bryson Phoenix. He crosses the plate. What a great job there from Phoenix on a first pitch swinging, and he hit that ball a long way, Marshall.
That one's for Sheriff Hilton right over there by the flagpole.
Yep.
Where that ball went, and Bryson Phoenix, gosh, we talked, what if Trent could pass a bat to number 21? That's what he did, and Phoenix took it over the left field wall with the bases loaded. Grand slam here at Don Boniel Field.
It would take a bloodhound, a federal marshal, and a subpoena to find that ball, Marshall. That ball's way out of here. Eckstein hits it to first. Fair ball for out number 3, but not before.
5 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and thanks to Bryson Phoenix, nobody left on base.
At the end of 2 complete innings of play, your score, Ash 6, Ruston 3. We'll be right back here in just a moment on 446 Sports.
On it, we were like, oh, yeah.
Yep. So back out here at Don Boniel Field for the top of the 3rd inning. 6-3, Ash over Ruston. 6 runs for us is like an explosion. I mean, it's great.
That.
We've needed that. We need to break out the bats. We've got a couple pitchers that are really good. So first pitch from Jack Lee to Powell. He squares to bunt, pulls it back for strike 1.
We got a left fielder that's pretty good too, KP.
We do. That was a
really fun to watch.
Yep, low pitch that Phoenix took off the bottom of the turf. Looked like a 7-iron, and he just golfed it over just left of the foul pole out there for a grand slam home run. First one I've seen here since we've been here for 2 years now. Should give Jack a lot of confidence, and it does. Jack comes out really quick, Marshall, and goes 0-2 on Powell, or 1-2 on Powell.
And should give a lot of confidence to this lineup that both against against Tioga and Ruston so far this week hasn't had that explosion. But that was a team effort. Look, it takes everybody to load the bases, not just Bryson, but everybody did their job to get on base. Sack bunts, base hits, drawing walks on 3-2 counts. So while Phoenix gets the credit for the highlight reel, the whole team worked together to make the offense go that inning.
They did, and that's the thing we need is here's the pitch from Lee. That is bounced.
For instance, taking an extra base on ball 4 at some point in that inning.
Sure, absolutely.
When Ross had to lay that bunt down, and he laid it down perfectly. When Trent had to figure out a way to win 3-2, fouled off one pitch, and then took ball 4, that kind of thing. That made it easy for Bryson.
Whether you're talking about, here's the 3-2 pitch, whether you're talking about football, basketball, baseball, any sport, it's the little things that you do that help you win ball games that don't show up in the stat sheet, the hustle plays, all the things that just don't show up. Those are the things you have to do. Base running, doing it the right way, making sure that you have your head on straight when you're on base. So it's the little things. So 3-2 pitch here from Jack Lee to Powell is on the corner for strike 3, 88 miles an hour on the paint. C-Rob frames that ball up there. For the first out of the top of the 3rd inning, it's going to bring up Freeman.
He struck out looking in the top of the second inning. That's the third Sabine State Bank strikeout for Jack Lee tonight.
That's right. Sabine State Bank, one of our sponsors. Doug likes to make fun of me, but the Sabine State Bank sponsor is none other than Jason Tarver from Winfield. Pitched at Winfield, pitched at LC. Shout out to Mr. Tarver. Glad to have him on board. Glad to be part of his company today. Switched over to them. So 1-1 pitch here from Lee is fouled down the right field line. So Lee quickly ahead here, 1-2 again on Freeman.
I adopted my dog from Winfield.
It's a good little place. It's a good little place to live. It really is. Doug's right. A lot of people are from there. They don't seem to stay there. The industry's not great. It's a forestry industry. It's not great up there, but there's a bunch of good people up there. Sheriff Josh McAllister does a great job.
The old five and dime nickel store.
That's right, nickel store up there. Brenda's Chicken Inn. Grant Adams Dairy Maid. The David's Pro Burger out in Boyce. And Joyce swung on and missed for the second Sabine State Bank strikeout of the game, or the inning for Freeman.
And fourth of the game, and Freeman's second strikeout of the game for him.
Brings up Jackson Burrows.
Had a walk in the top of the second and scored a run.
Okay. Lee looking like he's settling in here, Marshall.
Yeah, just one big inning crooked number for the Bearcats, but quickly to 2 outs.
Also, it may be a little bit easier now that this sun has settled in.
Yep.
You know, you get a little bit more confidence there. Looks like it's really only affecting now Hunter and Dean in right and center.
And you can't. There's strike 2. Yeah.
Paint on
strike
the outside.
1.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't overestimate just the momentum, the juice that Phoenix home run puts into the dugout.
Look, this team.
That's got to help Jack out.
Yeah. Swung on, fouled off. This team has struggled offensively. There's no secret. You know, we've got as good a 1-2 punch on the mound as I think a lot of teams in our playoff bracket. Doyle and Lee are going to give you a chance to win a 3-game series. You ain't got to win these games 7, 8, 9, 10 runs. You got to win 2-1 ball games. And we just haven't done that so far this year, but we're going to turn that around. Swung on and missed for strike 3. So Lee strikes out the side in the top of the third inning. What we got, Marshall?
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base.
We'll stay right here and go over some of our sponsors. First, Sadler's Towing. Matthew is recovering from his transplant. We are so glad that Matthew is doing better. We're reaching out to Matthew, giving him our prayers. Our Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard is being operated over here by Brett 2T Stallsby. Without Brett, none of this production works. He does a great job, makes us look really good. Our KALB weather report brought to you by KALB is 79 degrees. Chance of rain tonight? Never. So, K Fuego Mexican Grill, Nikki and Peter Scales have jumped on board with us. We're grateful to have them. K Fuego is one of my favorite places to go. May pick some of that up this weekend. Adams Pest Control, been serving Cenla since 1948. Call Blake at 318-443-7311 for all your pest control needs. So, looks like Piles is coming back out. Am I right about that? Is that him on the mound? Yes, Piles still in the game. So, Piles is going to come back out on the mound for the bottom of the third inning here. No, bottom of the fourth inning. Third. About a third, my bad. Okay. Thibodeau's up to the plate. What's Thibodeau for the night?
Flew out to center, 0 for 1 on the evening.
Hits it down the third baseline, foul. Really close there. Good job from Thibodeau. Good job there from Thibodeau. Coach Briggs didn't stay in front of that, though, Marshall. You saw that, huh? Second pitch to Thibodeau's a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Tibbs. Tibbs for the year is hitting .255 with a home run. That is in there for strike 2 on the outside corner.
Yeah, homered against Gina.
Yep, hit a bomb against Gina. That is correct. That's a ball, so Tibbs is 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Piles bounced that one in there.
We are sending our order in to Mr. Billy Doyle, so he'll bring our food up here shortly. Fortunately for us, we have a budget that will allow us to have some food up here in the press box. So Mr. Doyle will be bringing that here shortly. That is up for ball 3. So Thibodeau, with a 3-2 count here, trying to draw a base on balls to lead off the bottom of the 3rd inning. Thibodeau up the middle with a line drive base hit right up the middle. Great job there from Tibbs for a hit. Puts him on first base. It's going to bring up the right fielder, senior, number 5, Ian Hunter.
Ian doubled to deep right field.
Okay. Looks like we may have our first LV5K pitching change of the game. Looks like Coach Beck is coming out. Maybe time. Yep, we're going to have our first LV5K pitching change of the game. So coming up on April 4th, Marshall, I think in the press box, everyone's going to be there except you and Mr. Bolden so far. But we're going to have to try to get y'all involved. April 4th, Butch Stoker Stadium.
There's a sleep-in option.
LV5, there is a sleep-in option. Kobe, our scoreboard statistician, Kobe, registered today to be at the LV5K. April 4th, Butch Stoker Stadium. It raises money for the Accelerated Nursing Program at Northwestern, a program that Lauren was in, had graduated from, and was going to do some great things in the nursing community when we lost her 3 years ago. So the foundation that her mother started, our race, funds one nurse every year. When you're in the accelerated program, you're not allowed to work. You can't work. So this money helps that person get through school. We've already put one through. Now we're going to put a second one through. It's great to be adding that to the nursing community around here, where we're pushing nurses through. We need nurses. So we've got Colby. Brett's there. I mean, the question is Marshall going to do the sleep-in option, Brett, or is he going to come on out and join us?
Did you mention?
He's the most athletic-looking.
Agreed.
Did you mention pancakes?
Yes. Yes. Pancakes and bacon were Lauren's favorite breakfast. He is by far the most athletic-looking guy in the group. And we cooked those, myself, John Bell, William Billy Porsche, and Herbert Bruce from KALB will be out there cooking the bacon and the pancakes. That was her favorite breakfast. Then we have a great group of ladies that hand them out. And it's just a great time to see everybody come out and support. I think Ms. Bridges said we're over 400. That's awesome. Yep. And so, right, and we're over 400.
That's the Saturday before Easter?
Always going to be the Saturday before Easter.
Okay. Because
it was Easter weekend when we unfortunately lost Lauren.
Okay.
So the LV5K pitching change of the game. Who is the new pitcher, Marshall? 27 is going to be Peyton Nations.
Piles finishes the evening, 2 innings pitched.
Okay.
6 earned runs off 6 hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts, 41 pitches thrown.
Okay.
So now Nations will step in righty now. So we had the lefty up for the first 2 innings. So now we'll get a right-handed pitcher
Peyton
with
Nations is the new pitcher.
Shadow across most of the infield. You can still see second base kind of covering up a
Hunter
little bit.
squares to bunt, takes that pitch for strike 1. So again, even though with a 3-run lead, playing small ball. So Hunter is 1 for 1 tonight. Runner at first base is Tibbs, Grayson Thibodeau. Hunter, senior, no ego in here. I'm 1 for 1, but I'm going to lay down a bunt because that's what we're supposed to do here. That's how you play the game of baseball.
Yeah, scored the first run of the game as well.
Ball's
Pitch
outside,
out.
thrown over the first baseman's head. Get up, Tibbs, go. Go.
And the guy was on top of him.
Yeah, the first baseman, or the second baseman jumped, came down. Tibbs had dove back in. It's not really he wasn't preventing him. That's not obstruction. He's not preventing him there. So just unfortunate. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Ian Hunter. Tibbs is your runner at first. Hunter probably squaring again here, trying to do the selfless thing here. Squares to bunt. Ball gets by the catcher. Now Tibbs is going to take second base. So now you put one of your best hitters at the plate with an RBI opportunity with no outs instead of him having to bunt and lay one down.
And let's see, are we getting a
We are.
pinch runner?
We are. Pinch
Number
runner
6.
is number 6 for the Trojans is Thomas Huff. He can enter and then re-enter, and Tibbs can re-enter, so no problems there. So
And I like the call here.
Yeah. Well, Coach Briggs is understanding, even though this is a 3-run lead, you got to chip away and add one here and there.
Sure.
Even with Jack on the mound, you just want to be safe here. So Hunter, 2-1 count here. Nation's facing Hunter. Huff is the pinch runner at second base for Tibbs. Ground ball to third base. Good job there from the third baseman. Great job there from the third baseman for the Parnell. Great job from Parnell. Not only did he make a great stop in on the turf, he then got up, looked the runner back to second, made a strong throw to first. That's a great job there from Parnell. It's going to bring up Burns.
Yeah, walked in the second inning.
Okay.
Scored a run.
All right, so no official at bat tonight, but a run scored. But again, leading the team in RBIs here, Marshall. He's the guy you want in this spot right here. First pitch is – now, John has figured this out the other night, Marshall. I don't know if you listened. We got dirt, we got turf. We're calling it DERF. It's the DERF. So blocked up there by the catcher in the DERF. I like it. So 1 ball, no strikes to –
Do I have to?
Belvin. No, you don't.
Okay.
Burns.
I'll think about it.
Yep. Nations checks the runner back. So 1 out here. Again, Burns leading the team in RBIs, looking to try to drive a run in here. You want to get him going again at the plate. See Rob on the on-deck circle. 1 for 1 tonight with an RBI. Burns hits the ball to shortstop. Going to be a tough play. He comes up, throws high, but the first baseman over there, great play by Jackson Burrows. Burrows comes off the bag, catches the ball high, tags Burns. So that's going to bring up our catcher. Number 12, C-Rob, Cooper Robinson, who's 1 for 1 tonight with an RBI, looking to make that 2 for 2 with an RBI. Runner at third is still Huff. C-Rob's first swing is swing and a miss for strike 1. So C-Rob 1 for 1 tonight. Looking to drive in another run. Again, 2 out hitting right here is what we talked about.
Well,
Marshall.
runner on second with no outs, but really 2 nice defensive plays by Parnell and Burrows to get Ruston to 2 outs.
Correct. C-Rob checks his swing.
They're going to
Did he go? No swing there. Yep. So what happens sometimes is you forget that you got a 3-man crew. Those aren't very. They're not a lot of those. So good job there from C-Rob on the check swing.
Although, look, we have this week there were 3-man crews all over the state.
That's right.
As I think they're kind of starting to maybe move towards that, preparing for that. Maybe you got some.
C-Rob with another line drive. Base hit from C-Rob. Cooper Robinson, who's 2 for 2 tonight and drives in his second run of the game. Great job there from Robinson.
Cooper going to left field. I mean, and really, like we said, you got runner on second with no outs. You get to 2 outs without moving them all the way home. So all of a sudden you're leaning on Cooper. Man, make something happen for us.
Right.
Gotcha.
Coop with another single. Apparently his bat's doing a lot more damage than his catching gear we heard about last night. So,
look, making it happen tonight.
Right. So 2 outs, drives in a run, brings up Jacob Dean to the plate.
Dean had a sack bunt in the second inning.
Woo. Cohen, a good lead over there. Nation's almost got him. Great job. So Cohen is the runner at first. Dean has a sack bunt, looking to drive a run in here, looking to square again. They throw over to first, trying to maybe draw a bad throw. Nation's on the mound, 2 outs. Dean at the plate. Dean for the year hitting .255. That is outside. Cohen goes, and the ball gets past the shortstop. wasn't really prepared there. Looked like the shortstop was a little late coming over, so stolen base there for Zach Cohen. Puts him in scoring position with 2 outs. Dean with a 1 ball, no strike count.
He's got 3 base hits this week. Maybe he can get 1 more here and play to run.
Love to see it here. Again, 2-out hitting is what we talk about. 1-0 pitch from Nations to Dean.
Good eye.
Yep, that's a good eye right there. Good take. So 2-0 here.
Kind of moving across the zone. Could have chased it.
Yep, good job there from the senior. 2 balls, no strikes to Jacob Dean. Nations pitch. That is in there for strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Nations facing Dean here in the bottom of the 3rd inning with a run already in. Good cut there from Dean.
2's on the board.
Yep, deuces wild again.
85 there from Nations.
Yeah, that's some pretty good velo there.
Big pitch. Let's go, Jackson.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Dean faces Nations. Dean hit the ball to second base. Second baseman comes up, makes that play for out number 3. What we got, Marshall?
We've got 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base.
At the end of 3 complete innings of play, your score, Ash 7, Ruston 3. We'll be right back here in just a minute on 446 Sports.
It's simple. When you need same-day emergency dental care, think Today's Dental, because Dr. Goche will see you today. Today's Dental is located on Highway 28 East in Pineville, just 3 miles off the Pineville Expressway, and the phone number is 448-4540. It's Today's Dental for any dental emergency, and Dr. Goche offers several finance options to meet your needs. Call 448-4540 for Today's Dental anytime you need dental care today.
Back out here at Don Bonia Field for the top of the 4th, our crack statistician, Brett 2T Stallsby, gives me an unfortunate update for LSU Tigers, down 4-0 to Kentucky in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Not good for our Friday night starter for the Tigers. But, Marshall, our Friday night starter here for the Ash Trojans is dealing right now.
Hudson Wood at bat with a sac bunt in the 2nd inning.
Okay. Lee is settled in here and just started to do exactly what we expect Jack Lee to do on a Friday night.
Yeah, and he'll go over 70 pitches with this at bat.
Which is dominate.
Yep.
And we expect that out of him. You know, that's what he's done. That is a slider, curveball, 78 miles an hour for strike 2. When Jack gets on a roll, he's dominant, and I'm not saying he's unhittable, but he's hard to put the ball into play.
Yeah. 5 Sabine State Bank strikeouts so far, just 1 walk, 2 hit batsmen.
Right.
But yeah, we've seen no bullpen activity. He's about 70 pitches now, but that's your Friday night guy. That's your workhorse. That's your guy that you're leaning on to get you through.
Sure is.
A 2-5A matchup.
And you're probably trying to get him to go at least 5. You'd like him to go 5 innings. You can probably get some bullpen work. So 1-2 pitch here from Lee. That's a breaking pitch on the outside corner for 2-2.
And we've continued to discuss that as Hennessy and Lonsberry and really Hoover to that effect have just have shown that they can pitch high-quality varsity innings.
Right. Ball hit out to right field. Hunter on his horse. That's going to be over his head. Hunter comes up and makes the throw to second base. Good job there. Good job of hitting from Hudson Wood. Good job there from Wood, the shortstop. Again, he can run.
Yeah, that ball got
Yep, that
out
was
of the infield in a hurry. I don't know if Hunter got a late jump on it, but just kind of over his shoulder.
That ball just was hit well. Hudson Wood put a good swing on that. That happens. Nobody hurt here. Still a 4-run lead.
Yeah, leadoff double.
So they're going to look to get out Lander Smith, number 10, the catcher.
Hit by pitch in the second inning, ended up scoring a run.
Okay. So nobody out here. Runner at second base is Hudson Wood, the shortstop. Smith probably going to lay a bunt down here. Even though it's a 4-run game, I would be guessing. Yeah, there it is, laying the bunt down for sure. They're trying to play small ball. You got to chip away at this lead. So they're going to lay this bunt down and get Wood to third base with one out.
Yeah, their leadoff hitter, Jackson Lee, has already singled and stolen a base this ball game. So if you can turn it over to him, you might do that.
That's right. 1-0 pitch here from Lee. Oh, my goodness. What are we doing? What are we doing?
So now sack fly or sack bunt's going to score a run.
And it wasn't even a pickoff move. It wasn't a pickoff move. We didn't make a throw to try to get the runner out. It was just a we're thinking about it, let you know we're thinking about it, and we don't catch it. I mean, it's
Jackson wasn't there.
Yeah, it's the little mistakes that we make that are costing us in these big ball games. So 1-0 pitch here. Now Smith is swinging. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on third base is Wood. We're going to give up an out for a run here. You know, we're going to get an out for a run here.
Or maybe Lee can carve his way out of this.
Right.
He struck out the side in the last inning.
1-1 pitch. That is low for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
1 pitch at a time.
Love to see Jack do that. Can't always ask him to do that, but if he can do it, if he can just give up 1 run here and get us out of this inning, that'd be great.
87 with some movement on that one.
2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch is low for 3-1 count. The last thing we want to do is put him on first base.
Yeah, 3-1 to the 9-hole, no outs, runner on third. We've got to battle back and start to take control of this inning, win this tug of war a little bit.
Agreed. That is swung on and hit up the middle. That's going to get the run in, but it's going to register an out. So Smith grounds out at first base, but drives in the run. So an RBI sacrifice there for Smith. We're getting a dugout warning over here. When there's a live ball in play, you have to stay in the dugout. And there's a bunch of people not in the dugout. So, therefore, you have to stay in the dugout. And that's what the first base umpire is letting them know. That brings up Jackson Lee, Marshall.
Jackson Lee has singled and been hit by a pitch.
Okay, so 1 for 1. First pitch is a breaking pitch on the outside corner for ball 1. So 1 for 1 tonight for the leadoff hitter, Lee. He can run. Definitely got some wheels. Jack wanting to switch baseballs out there, so he does. So 1 out. Here's the pitch to Lee. That is on the corner for strike 2. We have a delivery from Mr. Billy Doyle. Glad we were able to work this in our budget here tonight and get some food from Mr. Doyle.
We're thankful.
We're thankful,
Grateful,
very thankful.
blessed.
That's right. Mr. Doyle does a great job. I got it. Yep. And drinks. So we are grateful for that. That's yours, Marshall. I'll put it back here for you.
Thank you.
Yep. Hard for us to eat with so
swing and strike for strike 2.
Okay, so 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Jackson Lee with 1 out. Jack looking to record another Sabine State Bank strikeout. Thank you, Mr. Doyle, for the food. Appreciate you very much. Yes, sir.
Lee up over 80 pitches now.
So 2-2 pitch here from Jack Lee to Jackson Lee is a slider on the outside corner. Missed for strike for ball 3. So we're going to have a 3-2 pitch here from Lee to Lee. Just blow it right by him. There it is. Swung on and hit the left field. Phoenix goes back for out number 2. A little can of corn out there in left field for out number 2. It's going to bring up the designated hitter, John Paul Moak.
1 for 2 with a single and a swing and strikeout.
All right, 1 for 2. Another young man who had a triple last night, can really run, really got some good wheels on him.
Yeah, part of that third inning where Ruston kind of opened up the scoring with some extra base hits and some errors.
Sure. First pitch from Lee to Moak is a ball. So once again, Lee battling. We talked about it. Just give up the 1 run. Everything will be good. So 1 ball, no strike pitch here from Lee to Moak. That's in the DERF. I kind of like it. It's okay if you don't.
That's fine.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. That's right. We were just trying to figure it out. It's not dirt. It's not turf. So 2 balls, no strikes here. 2 outs. Lee looking to get out of this inning right here. That is.
We live in the greatest country on the earth.
That's right.
Freedom of speech is.
That's right. Absolutely.
Your unalienable right.
That's right.
On Earth. Yeah.
That's right.
On God's green
so
dirt.
3-0 pitch here from Lee to Moak. That is in there for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Top of the 4th inning.
Jack kind of getting the 3-ball counts here in the 4th inning.
Yep.
Running up that pitch count towards 90 now.
Oh, and that hit him.
Third.
Yep. That hit him. That had to sting. That was a fastball, and that didn't feel good at all, and he's shaking that off.
So 9-1-2 have all worn one from Mr. Lee.
That's going to bring up Sam Hartwell.
1 for 2 with a single and a fly out to center.
All right, so nobody hurt here. Still 2 outs, looking to get out of the inning, get the bats going again. We're going to be, I believe, 1, 2, 3. Ross, Hennessy, Phoenix when we get up in the bottom of the 4th inning here. So Hartwell's at the plate, 1 for 2 tonight. First pitch, strike, slider, outside corner. Good pitch there from Jack Lee. Here's the 0-1 pitch, throws over to first.
Yeah, I believe Hartwell's base hit was the one that Jack Lee pulled back from. And
right. 0-1 pitch here. That is a curveball on the corner for strike 2.
Great pitch.
Slider, actually. Curveball's around 70. Sliders between 75 and 82. And then the fastball, like we said, above 90. So here's the 0-2 pitch from Jack Lee to Hartwell. Swung on, hit up the middle. Great job of hitting there from Hartwell. 0-2, probably a little bit too much of the plate there on 0-2. I'm guessing that's not where Coach Hunter called that pitch, because I don't think Coach Hunter's going to put a 0-2 pitch anywhere hittable. So that puts Hartwell at first, Moak at second. Brings up Nolan Parnell.
He is 0 for 1, flat out to right, and was hit by a pitch.
Okay.
That's a nice play over at third defensively as well.
Right. So, once again, nobody hurt. 2 outs. Try to get this batter. We are going to have some activity in the Trojan bullpen. Hunter.
Looks like Hoover.
Is that Hoover or Lonsberry? Hoover. Austin Hoover, the sophomore, who pitched Tuesday night, 2 innings of no-hit baseball, no-run baseball, came in a big spot Tuesday night, pitched well. So 1 ball, no strikes here. To Parnell. Lee looking to get out of this inning right here. That is swung on and fouled back for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Parnell, the third baseman, who did have a nice play over there at third earlier. You're right, Marshall. Good call there. He made a great play at third.
To get the first out.
That's right. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lee to Parnell. The pitch inside for ball 2. That's a slider right there.
Good
slider.
Location.
It is. It is. It brings the – you're trying to shift the eyes around. Coach Hunter's going to bring them inside, not try to go them outside on the outside corner, maybe with a fastball here. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Bounces that ball up there. Great job there from C. Rob of keeping that ball in front of him. So 3-1 pitch here. Big spot right here. We don't want to go bases loaded and bring Powell to the plate. We have a little timeout here. See Rob going out to talk to his pitcher, calm him down, slow him down a little bit.
Yeah,
tell him, look, man, we're still ahead here by 3 runs. We got 2 outs. Let's just get this batter. Just kind of maybe a message from the dugout. Hey, go out there and slow things down. Also give Hoover a chance to warm up.
Right, like we said, yeah, Lee at about 96 pitches now and keeps getting in these 3-ball counts here in the last couple innings.
Right.
Or this inning, excuse me, struck out the side.
3-1 pitch here from Lee.
Walked him.
That is ball 4. That puts Parnell at first and is going to bring up Powell.
Powell is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out to
We're going to have a little visit
second.
here from Coach Hunter. Just go out there and talk to Jack and say, hey, look, we got a 3-run lead here. Let's get the out. Just going to go out there and slow him down, talk to him a little bit. A lot of times this is not coaching. It's just, slowing down the momentum of the other team.
Yeah, you notice catcher not even going out there.
Right.
Just coach and pitcher getting squared away. And he's already, like I said, sat down Powell twice this inning. Powell was the first of that previous inning where Jack struck out the side.
So looks like Powell's going to be pinch hit for by Hunter Soto, number 28. Soto's going to be the pinch hitter for Powell.
Hunter's dad played baseball for Ruston in Louisiana Tech.
Okay.
And, again, yeah, I mean, this could be Jack's last batter. 2 outs here, and depending on if they want to run him out again
Right.
in the 5th, we'll see. He's got about 15, 20 more pitches he can throw.
2 outs here. Hunter Soto's at the plate. Jack Lee's first pitch to Soto fouled off the screen for strike 1.
And still pumping 89 miles an hour.
Yep. Jack wants to – he loves the challenge. He loves the big moment. He doesn't shrink. He's ready to rock and fire here. 0-1 pitch here from Lee to Soto. That is a strike, 77-mile-an-hour slider. So quickly ahead here, 0-2, Marshall.
Yeah, and he's had just that run support tonight to get scored every inning, and it just that definitely adds to your confidence.
0-2 pitch is high, looking to get him to chase.
Now you don't want to lose this.
No, we definitely want to end this inning right here on the Sabine State Bank strikeout.
Well, had a few counts like this where you did end up working back and ended up getting a guy on base, not necessarily with a walk.
Which is why the pitch count's high. Right. So 1-2 pitch here from Jack Lee to Hunter Soto. That's up for ball 2.
And this has happened a little bit. We've gone 0-2 to 2-2 a few times.
Yeah. And, again, that's why we're getting close to 100 pitches. I know that, he's not going to probably go again until next Friday. They may go to the whole 115 he can throw. So the 2-2 pitch here. Lee swung on and missed for strike 3. Sabine State Bank strikeout to end the inning, Marshall.
We've got 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base.
At the end of 3.5 innings of play, your score, Ash 7, Ruston 4. We'll be right back here in just a moment on 446 Sports. Back out here for the bottom of the fourth inning. Leading off for your Trojans, the shortstop, number 2, Jackson Ross.
Jackson has singled and flown out to center with a single and a fly out to center this game. 1 for 2.
So 1 for 2. Ross hitting over 400. Squares to bunt, takes that pitch for strike 1. Again, started off in the leadoff hole, then came back and got out of there. Now he's back in this leadoff spot that he's really flourished in, hitting over 400 for the year. Seeing the ball well, putting the ball into play.
Yeah, almost got that second ball down that was to center field.
Oh, it was a line drive right at the center fielder. Breaking pitch in there. Good job there from Peyton Nations. 68-mile-an-hour breaking pitch.
Just barely got the inner half.
Absolutely. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Ross. Going to shorten up and protect here. Fouls that pitch off. Good job there from Ross. Ross, Hennessy, and so far the star of the night, Bryson Phoenix, are your 3 coming up here in the bottom of the fourth for your Ash Trojans. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Peyton Nations to Jackson Ross. That is outside, high, and away for 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Hoover down in the bullpen. Coach Hunter down there warming him up. 2-2 pitch to Ross. Swung on, hit the shortstop. That's going to have to be a good play there because he's got a ball gets past the first baseman. That's the pressure Ross puts on you with his speed, Marshall.
That's exactly right. And really you kind of saw that he was kind of fighting off that pitch, hit it into play, fought it off into play. But, man, he was flying down the line.
You have to come up and make a play. You cannot hesitate at all.
That's
or
the
he
scouting
will,
report
he
on
will
him
beat
too.
it out.
Yep.
And that's what he's changed so far in the last probably 10 games of the season. Putting the ball on the ground and just beating it out. Throw back over to first, almost gets past Burrows. I never could run. I never had any speed. You just want to see kids that have it, take advantage of it and use it. So Ross at first, Hennessy at the plate. Hennessy squares. The pitch is a ball, so 2 balls, no strikes here to Trent Hennessy, or 1 ball, no strikes. Love to see Coach Briggs still playing small ball up 3 runs, Marshall.
Especially with top of the order.
Yeah, 100%. Throw over to first. 3-run lead. Going to put your team in an advantageous position by having a runner at second base with 1 out. Hennessy going to lay this bunt down. Hennessy squares. Ross does not go. First baseman crashes. Third baseman crashes.
And also, too, Kepi, I mean, if you're Ash, if you're Coach Briggs, you don't have the luxury of gorilla ball. You had 1 run against Hogan, 1 run against Ruston last night. And, you have a grand slam, but let's say that's a solo home run. It's a tie ball game right now. So Ash has had to manufacture runs.
That's correct. Hennessy gets the bunt down, foul. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Trent Hennessy. Still hitting over 300 for the year. Done a great job as the what we call midweek starter. Probably going to see him Monday against Oak Hill. Yep. Probably going to see him Monday against Oak Hill. Two 1 pitch, throw over to first.
Who's been playing some good baseball lately.
Right.
They're top 10 ranking in Class B.
2-1 pitch here from Peyton Nations to Trent Hennessy. Going to probably square and bunt again here. Get this bunt down. Here it comes. Hennessy gets it down. Foul for strike 2. So now he's going to be choking up, trying to put it into play. We've had this a couple times this year where Ian Hunter's tried to lay a bunt down, didn't get it down, and then swung away and got a base hit, Marshall.
Crazier things have been spoken into existence.
I mean, yeah, right. Hunter's double, and then Kobe called the home run from Phoenix. 2-2 pitch here from Nations, throwing over to first again. Want to make sure that they're trying to keep Ross from getting to second base. They know he gets into scoring position with 1 out, and the chances go up that he's going to cross the plate. Throw back over to first, still safe. Ross is using that speed, just daring him to throw over there. Keep coming over there. Eventually you're going to make a bad throw. Squares. That is strike 3. Trent knew it. No argument from Trent. So first out of the inning recorded. It's going to bring up Bryson Phoenix. Marshall, what did Bryson do his last at bat?
He had put some good swings, really just was fundamental. And, he crushed a grand slam.
The first
over
pitch
the left
you saw,
field
right.
wall. Got a sac fly, too, in the bottom of the first.
So 1 for 1 with a grand slam home run tonight and 4 RBIs.
5 RBI.
5 RBIs. First pitch to Phoenix. They're going to throw down to first. They don't want Ross. You want to pay attention to Ross. I know that, but Phoenix can hurt you. And he's hurt you already tonight with 5 of the 7 RBIs. So 1-0 pitch here from Nations.
Yeah, that was against the lefty pile.
Phoenix,
So first
right.
time for Nations to see Bryson.
Throw over to first again. Doing a good job of keeping. Maybe eventually high school will put in the rule the major leagues did where we won't have this 17 times in an inning. You know. One ball, no strike pitch here to Phoenix. Breaking pitch misses low, I think, for 2 balls. So Phoenix ahead here. They may be kind of pitching around him, but it's hard to do that with 1 out, putting him at first base with Ross at second.
Yeah, and that's probably the one hitter you may not bunt. You may let swing away.
Agreed. And he does and drills it to right field. That's going to be a single, but Ross is going to advance to third base because of his speed. Line drive there. Great job from Phoenix hitting the ball where it was pitched, Marshall.
Yeah, and good job by Jackson. Obviously, like you mentioned, to take 2 bags there.
Yeah.
And so we got a runner on third with 1 out. We are, as they say, in business, KP.
That's right. And we got Caden Eckstein at the plate. We've talked about it. KK likes to take the first pitch he sees, and he's not waiting around on it. He doesn't wait around on it. So
a lot of ways to score a run right here.
Ground ball to second base scores a run.
And you might see Bryson take off here if Caden does take a pitch or 2.
First pitch here. He squares to bunt, lays the bunt down. Ross is coming home.
Yeah.
He's out. Great job there. Great job there from the catcher. You can discuss it all he wants. He's going to ask him, but he's not going to change it.
Yeah, good.
There's no help. There's no help. He's just going to – and, look, Briggs has every right here. Coach, I'm just blue. What'd you see?
So let me ask you this, KP.
Okay.
Where's the ideal spot and speed for that bunt to have been laid down?
You want to lay it down on the other side. It makes the pitcher have a harder time fielding it. He's fielding it this way and being able to toss it.
You can just keep that arm swing.
Yep. And all you're doing there, if you're Coach Briggs, is just saying, hey, Blue, what'd you see? Asking him what he saw. No problem with that. It was a great job there from the pitcher. It brings up, though, puts Phoenix at second, Eckstein at first, brings up Tibbs. What is Tibbs for the night?
Grayson is 1 for 2 with a single.
So Tibbs is 1 for 2. 2 outs here. Looking to drive in a run. First pitch, outside corner, strike 1, curveball. Again, 2 out hitting. We talked about it. Tibbs is in a big spot here, senior. Looking to drive in a run. Keep this streak alive of at least 1 run per inning.
Yep.
Throw back to second. Phoenix is safe. Once again, very experienced 3-man crew out here. All 3 of these guys, excellent umpires. Glad to have them. Appreciate what they do. It's a tough job. It's a thankless job. 0-1 pitch here from Nations to Thibodeau. That is outside for ball 1.
And a less experienced but probably properly thanked 3-man crew up here with you and Brett.
Me, you, and Brett. And Brett's the key. Without Brett, me and you can't do this. Without Brett, we can't do this. Monday night, Nick came over. Tuesday night. Without Nick, it doesn't happen because I'm not going to be able to do it all. Not yet, and don't really plan on it anytime soon. So Thibodeau takes a pitch on the outside corner, watching around the state, watching other stuff. Like I said, we're blessed to have such a great production crew with Brett Stallsby. Makes everything run smooth for us. No technical glitches or anything.
Hey,
Don't jinx
One
it.
ball, 2 strike pitch here to Thibodeau. Swung on and missed for strike 3 to end the inning. What we got, Marshall?
We've got no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base.
Well, let's go over some of our sponsors that we are glad to have out here and grateful that they are with us. Firehouse Subs, the official sandwich shop of 446 Sports. I know mine is the brisket. Brett's is the meatball. What's yours, Marshall?
Turkey Bacon Club.
Turkey Bacon Club. Okay. I actually had the brisket Wednesday for lunch. It was excellent. Jason Hawk, Farm Bureau, been with us since the beginning. Talk to Hawk if you have an insurance question. Hawk can handle it for you. Doug Young Nursery, thank you for being the supporter of 446 Sports. We appreciate it very much. Keep an eye out for all your post-game recaps brought to you by NDI Heating and Cooling. For your HVAC needs and even handyman work, call Noah, 318-451-4107. He can get you taken care of today. Dr. Jonas Goche, my golfing buddy, saw him last week. Played with him last Saturday, actually. Should see him tomorrow out at the links. Dr. Goche, Today's Dental, great sponsor of ours. So, leading off the top of the 5th inning, Freeman is the second baseman. What's Freeman for the night, Marshall?
Freeman is 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts.
Okay. So 0 for 2. Once again, on the mound, Jack Lee looking to get through this inning. First pitch, slider, strike 1. Probably going to be the last inning for Lee, but you want to get through 5.
Well, man, yeah, what if you could get him through this inning?
On a low pitch count.
103 now.
Yep. That is outside for ball 1. Looking to get through this inning. Maybe Hoover comes in. Hoover's got a lot of velocity. Young man who's pitched some big spots so far in this season. Swung on and missed for strike 2 by Freeman. So Lee ahead 1-2 here. This is a spot where we don't want to go 3-2. We don't want to waste pitches.
Yeah,
we need to get him right here, Marshall.
Struck out Freeman twice already. So
here's the pitch. Hit down the right field line toward that bullpen. So the guy with the glove down there, he's the protector. When the ball's hit towards him, he can't jump out of the way. That's kind of his job, to make sure that you don't get it down there.
that's Tyler Robinson, who's
Yeah.
not dressed out tonight.
Right. So that's kind of the opposite. But anyway, nobody hurt. So 1-2 here, fouled off again from Freeman. So Lee trying to get through this inning before he reaches his pitch count. 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Freeman, leading off the top of the 5th inning for the Bearcats. That is a little bit low. C-Rob going to go back there and get that for the umpire. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter in the top of the 5th, Freeman, who's played a really good second base so far tonight. Here's the pitch. That is fouled back.
So 1-0, these ones back to the backstop and these foul balls.
Yep.
Running up this pitch count.
That's right. And I'm sure that they're tracking it. Well, actually, I know they are, because what's in Game Changer is what they're tracking. So they're tracking it as well. So 2-2 pitch here. That is a Sabine State Bank strikeout. How many is that for Jack tonight?
That is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Mr. Lee.
7 Sabine State Bank strikeouts for Mr. Lee tonight. Going to bring up number 21, the first baseman, Jackson Burrows, who
got a walk, a strikeout, and a run scored on the evening.
and has also played a very good first base over there. Very athletic kid. Great job over there at first base from Jackson. First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1.
111th pitch is 87 miles an hour.
Right. So again, they'll
Hello.
be keeping track of that. I'm sure they told Jack before he went out what he's got. So 1-0 pitch here from Lee to Burrows. That is in there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lee looking to get through this inning or through this batter, get 2 outs, turn it over to Austin Hoover. Swung on and missed for strike 2. So 1-2 pitch here from Jack Lee to Jackson Burrows. Swung on and missed for another Sabine State Bank strikeout. That's going to be number 8 for the night.
Yes, sir.
And that is going to bring up
Hudson Wood.
Hudson Wood.
He is 1 for 1 with a double and a sacrifice bunt.
Okay.
Shortstop.
So Wood going to be the last one Lee faces tonight.
Yes.
First pitch to Wood is up for ball 1.
Boy, what an evening by Jack Lee. My goodness.
Yep. And an outing that we expected.
But just the effort, you know.
Well, what he's done, as you can see, maturity as a junior, doesn't get rattled.
No.
You know, they've got 5 hits off of him, 4 runs, which is unusual for him. But just the composure he shows, staying in the game, realizing that nobody's hurt. Slider, 78 miles an hour for strike 2. Now you're ahead.
Let's go finish him off here.
Finish him off right here, Jack. The 1-2 pitch from Lee. That is outside.
Thought about it.
Yep, sure did. Hudson Wood thought about it hard. 2-2 pitch here.
2's on the board.
Deuces wild in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch from Lee. That is low.
Bang.
Oh, no, bang! Another Sabine State Bank strikeout for out number 3. Looks like there was a little stare down there. That's okay. Jack Lee strikes out the side in the top of the 6th. Marshall, what we got? Top of the 5th.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. The 3rd inning and the 5th inning, Mr. Jack Lee strikes out the side. That's 9 Sabine State Bank strikeouts on the evening.
And that's going to end the top of the 5th. We'll be right back here in a minute on 446 Sports.
It's simple. When you need same-day emergency dental care, think Today's Dental, because Dr. Goche will see you today. Today's Dental is located on Highway 28 East in Pineville, just 3 miles off the Pineville Expressway, and the phone number is 448-4540. It's Today's Dental for any dental emergency, and Dr. Goche offers several finance options to meet your needs. Call 448-4540 for Today's Dental anytime you need dental care today.
Here at 446 Sports, just so y'all know, we have a great research staff that keeps us abreast of everything going on. Right now, our Tigers are down 4-2 to Kentucky. In what inning, Brett?
I believe it's bottom of the 4th.
Bottom of the 4th.
And it's 4-0 Atlanta over the Royals.
And 4-0 Braves, if you're a Braves fan. So leading off the bottom of the 5th inning is going to be Ian Hunter. It's going to be Hunter, Burns, and C-Rob, Cooper Robinson.
Ian is 1 for 2 with a double.
Okay.
Out tonight.
1 for 2 with a double that we kind of talked into fruition with that. You know, I mean, Ian's not hit a home run yet this year that I know of.
Or inside the park home run.
That's right. But he also only has 1 double for the year, so we could double
Take
the
another
doubles.
one of those, yeah.
Yeah, right. So here's Hunter at the plate, facing Peyton Nations. First pitch is a breaking pitch for strike 1.
So long way to go for Ash. I mean,
right.
Any insurance you can add here, obviously,
Yes.
but Ruston's coming here these last, their last 6 outs.
That's correct. Second pitch in there for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ian Hunter. 1 for 2 tonight for Hunter with a double.
See Clayton Doyle on deck.
Clayton Doyle is going to pinch hit, looks like, for Melvin Burns. Doyle going to pitch hit, may go in and play second base for Burns.
Yeah, I was wondering if they may do a double switch there.
Well, last year, Clayton played a lot of second base when he didn't pitch. That is on the corner, curveball for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Ian Hunter, with last night's pitcher Clayton Doyle on deck. Here's the pitch from Nations. Hunter drives that ball to third base. Good job there from Parnell again. Boy, he's got a good arm right there, Marshall.
Yeah, nice job.
Yep. Good job there. So retires Hunter and brings up last night's pitcher, Clayton Doyle.
For the Trojans, number 10, Clayton Doyle.
Doyle, for the year, is batting .250. Hasn't had a whole lot of plate appearances. Is basically a pitcher. Has played, I don't think we've seen him in the field yet this year. Played a lot of second base last year, but I don't think he's played any this year. Just pitched and has pitched well. Again, we have a great 1-2 punch here, or 1A, 1B, 2 great pitchers in Lee and Doyle.
So Melvin 0 for 1 with a walk.
Yep. Doyle.
What do you think goes into the strategy right here to give Clayton a shot?
Clayton hit 2 balls last night that were hard at Ruston. Good balls, just big ballpark and great plays by the outfielders in Ruston. I think that he's a senior, and you just want to give him an at-bat here, maybe put him in at second, not sure. Definitely they don't want to see C-Rob up at the plate because he is on fire tonight. Third pitch is a strike there. 2-1 pitch here from Peyton Nations to Clayton Doyle. That's outside, so 3-1 here. Looking to get a hot Cooper Robinson up to the plate. Nations, 3-1 pitch to Doyle. Doyle hits that ball to third base. That is foul ball. Great job there. Coming out, getting in position. That's exactly what you do there. To the bag, it's the home plate umpire's call. Past the bag, it's the third base umpire's call. Good job there. So,
and that was probably ball 4.
Yeah, probably was. So got a 3-2 pitch here going to Doyle from Peyton Nations. Looking for your pitch or ball 4 right here, Marshall. That's it. Two options.
Love to see Clayton come in here, pinch hit opportunity, and get on base.
Yeah.
For the Trojans.
He did it last night. Clayton hits that ball over to right.
Oh.
Good job there from the second baseman,
Freeman,
for out number 2. That's going to bring up the hot catcher, number 12, C-Rob. What is he for the night?
2 for 2 with 2 singles.
2 for 2 with 2 singles.
Cohen got a stolen base in there running for him.
Looking to stay hot right here and get Dean to the plate. 2 outs. Nation's doing a good job on the mound for the Bearcats. Ball 1 to C-Rob. What a beautiful night out here at Don Boneyfield to play baseball, Marshall.
Yeah, sunset, so we're under the lights for sure at this point. But
C-Rob fouls that back. Good cut there. Good job there from Cooper.
Looking at the schedule this week, it was just hard to believe. Like, man, there's a lot of teams that I love to follow throughout the season.
Yep.
They got 4 or 5 games left. It's like, my goodness,
Right.
We're down the home stretch.
1-1 pitch here. C-Rob checks his swing.
I know Menard's having their district tournament.
Yep, they
Monday,
start.
Tuesday, Wednesday next week. That
That's
is going
right.
to be a great tournament. All those teams kind of beat up on each other and can win on any given day. That'll be a great couple days of baseball.
Yep, catch those games out there with Nick Magnano and Danny Clear out at the Eagles Nest. That district plays 1 game against everybody and then goes to a tournament to determine the winner. So, once again, speaking of Mr. Magnano, Deuces Wild here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. In the bottom of the 5th inning, Cooper Robinson looked to extend the inning. Peyton Nations looking to get out of it. That is ball 3. So full count to C-Rob with 2 down in the bottom of the 5th. 7-4, Ash over Ruston. Robinson hits that ball to center field. Looks like the center fielder is going to be over there. Great job there from Jackson Lee for out number 3. What we got, Marshall?
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base.
We'll stay right here and go over our second LV 5K pitching change of the night. Number 28, Austin Hoover's in the ball game. Talking to Coach Hunter over the summer. Great. Austin Hoover's a sophomore. Big kid. Let's see, what is Hoover? Hoover 6'2", 200 pounds, big sophomore, righty, good velocity, upper 70s fastball, curveball and changeup, good control, doesn't walk a lot of people, hadn't had a lot of experience coming into this year, but has gained a lot of experience in this year so far with some of the games he's pitched. Pitched against Tioga on Tuesday night, 2 innings, did a great job of relief of Trent Hennessy. So Hoover is going to come in the game and get loose. This is our third LV 5K pitching change of the game. The LV 5K coming up on April 4th out here at Butch Stoker Stadium. Looking forward to it. Going to be glad to raise money for that cause. It's something I look forward to every year. We're going to be covering it. 446 Sports is going to be here, which means probably we may have Brett or Nick on the production doing a little something for Miss Bridget to try to help.
Speaking of Miss Bridget, it's her birthday.
It is Miss Bridget's birthday today. Happy birthday to Miss Bridget Vaughn. It's her birthday today. And she is going to be maybe joining us on Monday for the Oak Hill game. But happy birthday to Miss Bridget. So leading off for the Ruston Bearcats is Smith. It's going to be Smith, Lee, and Moak. 9-1-2 for the Bearcats in the top of the 6th inning facing the new pitcher, Austin Hoover.
Yeah, Lander Smith hit by a pitch and had an RBI ground out already this game.
First pitch from Hoover to Smith is a breaking pitch up for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. This doesn't get any easier next week.
Got the Neville Tigers. And I think a trip to Ouachita.
Actually, there's a strike. So Oak Hill on Monday, here against Ouachita on the Thursday, Friday against Ouachita up there, and then Saturday is the LV 5K. So good week of baseball for the Trojans. Hoover's 1-1 pitch to Smith.
And still had the Neville Tigers and Parkway Panthers on the schedule to round it out.
Neville's going to be the senior night. Last home game of the year will be Neville. We'll be here covering that as well.
We got Pitkin.
Yep, Pitkin at home as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So 2-1 pitch here from Hoover to Smith. Swung on and missed. Good cut from Smith. Great velo there from Hoover. 81. Coach Hunter, I hadn't seen that from Hoover yet. He's growing. He's a big kid. Here's the 2-2 pitch.
This is actually
11.
Yeah, that's Tyler Osborne.
Okay,
he
so
strikes out.
He strikes out. Osborne was the pinch hitter for Smith. He strikes out on a Sabine State Bank strikeout. First one for Austin Hoover.
And 10th of the game for the
10th
Trojans.
of the game. 10 Sabine State Bank strikeouts tonight. That's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Jackson Lee.
He is 1 for 2, single and a hit by pitch.
Single and a hit by pitch. First pitch is a breaking pitch, 70 miles an hour. Strike 1, 0-1 to Lee. Getting ahead early there, Marshall. Hoover coming in doing a great job. That is up for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, he's missed high with that pitch.
Right.
Twice to both batters, so if he can kind of bend that one down in the zone a little bit.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And you got to think he's in for 2 innings here, KP.
Yep, I believe he is. Now, there is some action. That is swung on, popped up. Looks like C-Rob may have a play on that. C-Rob, Hoover. Oh, we can't do that. We can't do that. That is C-Rob's ball all the way.
Yep.
That is the catcher's catch all the way.
All the way.
Yeah, never want. Now, look, again, young sophomore, Caden's probably telling him, hey, look, when Cooper calls that, let him have it. You never want your pitcher fielding that unless he has to.
But look, it's right behind Cooper.
Yep, that's right. It's Cooper's
That's his
ball
spot.
all the way.
That's his
That's right.
spot
His ball
on
all
the
the
field.
way. So let's not make that compound that error here.
Yep.
1-2 pitch here from Hoover to Lee. Swung on, fouled back. Looks like we got some action down there in the Trojan bullpen. Usually we get Mr. Lewis Bolden with his binoculars to tell us who that is. I'm guessing it's Hunter Lonsberry.
I think it is.
It's Hunter Lonsberry, the other sophomore. So 1-2 pitch here from Hoover to Lee. That is outside, trying to get him to chase there. Good pitch.
I'll say we're at the point, though, I can kind of tell just by throwing motion. That looks like Hunter.
Yep. Both big sophomores. We're going to have a great staff next year with these two
You're right.
being juniors.
And their
Jack,
catcher's right there, too, so your battery's intact.
yes. Swung on, fouled back.
They'll be 2028 grads together.
They're going to be 2028 grads. Next year you got Lee as a senior. These two as juniors.
Bryson as a senior.
Yep. You're going to have a lot of talent coming back next year. But you lose 11 seniors this year. That's a big deal.
But I think what where you kind of look to is, look, those guys have set the standard. So all you got to do is model what they've done, model the maturity that they've shown, and you can repeat the success.
Correct. 2-2 pitch here. Fouled back again. Doing exactly what you expect a leadoff hitter like Jackson Lee to do. Put the bat on the ball. Let them see Hoover foul off some pitches. Probably an 8 or 9 pitch at bat so far.
Led off this game with a base hit and a stolen base.
Right.
So that's, quintessential work from a leadoff man.
That's right. So 2-2 pitch here once again from Hoover to Jackson Lee. That is hit to center field. Dean going over.
Look at that
Makes
speed.
a great play. Whoa.
He's out.
He's out. That's a catch. Right field umpire has a catch.
Man, he
As
can
you
run.
can see here, look, let me show you. The umpire goes out, makes that call out there. They rotate. Great job there from the first base umpire to make that catch. What a catch from Jacob Dean.
Dude, he was on the move.
Right.
Oh, what a play.
Great job there from Jacob Dean for out number 2. Good job from the leadoff hitter, Jackson Lee.
And a good job to erase the called error behind home plate there.
That's
Nobody
right.
hurt.
Brings up Moak. What's Moak for tonight?
He is 1 for 2. Hit by pitch and single. Struck out once as well.
First pitch is a strike, so 0-1 here. The 0-1 pitch here to Moak. Great job from Jacob Dean.
My goodness,
That's
Now for a grand slam, that's your play of the game without a doubt.
Without question, that is, 100%. I agree. 0-1 pitch here from Hoover. Bounces it.
In a spot, look,
Yep.
if that ball's under that firehouse sub sign over there, if he doesn't come up with it,
That's a triple.
And who knows exactly? That's what I was just about to say.
The way that kid runs, that's a triple all day
Right,
long.
right.
I watched him leg one
He's
out
the
last
center
night.
fielder
for a triple.
too, yeah.
Yeah. The way I swung on
Nice play,
over there.
Austin.
Oh, you got to go beat the bag, and Hoover beats him to first base for out number 3. Great job there from the sophomore Austin Hoover to record the third out of the top of the 6th inning. What we got, Marshall?
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base.
At the end of 5.5 innings of play, your score, Ash 7, Ruston 4. We'll be right back here in just a minute on 446 Sports.
Check out some of our recent work at the Panthers Stadium. In addition to custom signs and banners, we also handle custom trophies, custom awards, custom vehicle wraps, and more. Give us a call. We handle projects large and small.
Back out here at Don Boniel Field for the bottom of the 6th inning. Nation's back out on the mound. Update for your LSU Tigers, 4-2. Bottom of the 6th inning. Still losing to Kentucky. Looks like we have Principal Jody Goodman here, joined us. Once again, we're grateful to 446 for Jody Goodman and Coach Bachman for letting us be out here and do this. We wouldn't be out here with them. We love being part of the ASH program. Our job is to accentuate these young kids, make them look as good as we can. We try to do that the best we can. So leading off the bottom of the 6th inning is going to be Jacob Dean, then back to Jackson Ross and Trent Hennessy, 9-1-2. What's Dean for the night, Marshall?
He is 0 for 1 sack bunt.
All right, so Dean, first pitch, 83 miles an hour from Nations for strike one. Good pitch there from Nations. He's done a good job coming in, Marshall.
Yeah, I had to come in early as Piles did a nice job from the left side, gave up the long one to Bryson.
Right.
But he's come in and really hung out in the mid-80s for a good portion of this game. And
done a great job. Outside, Dean ahead 2 balls and 1 strike here. Looking to try to get on base, use his speed. That's the thing. If Dean gets on base and you put Jackson Ross behind him, that's our 2 of our 3 fastest guys right there. That is in there for strike 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to the center fielder, Jacob Dean, coming off that great catch out there in center field, Marshall. Yep, absolutely. Oh, Dean strikes out, but they throw the ball over the third baseman's head. So
yeah, that'll be a great replay to watch.
Yep, be a great replay. Maybe you can snip that for me like you did the last one.
I'm on it.
Yep, that dude's good at that. Made my walk-off call sound so much better than it actually sounded. So 1 out, the bottom of the 6th, Jackson Ross at the plate.
He is 1 for 3 with a single, reached on an error.
All right. First pitch, ball 1, 86 miles an hour there from Peyton Nations. Good fastball. Still got Lonsberry in the pen, warming up. Breaking pitch, 70 miles an hour there for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to the shortstop, Jackson Ross. Hitting a close to 400. Ross hits that to third. Oh, shortstop makes the play. You're not throwing him out.
Wow.
No. Once again,
my goodness.
We talked about this at the beginning of the year. Once Jackson Ross started putting the ball on the ground, you are not throwing him out if you hesitate at all.
Here's the thing. That wasn't that crazy of a ground ball.
No.
I mean,
No.
that was a routine play in a lot of situations. But my goodness,
Coach
Jackson
said this
got
one
down
time.
the
He
line.
said, in high school, if you hit 20 fly balls to center field, you're out 20 times. Jackson's put the ball on the ground, done a great job. Brings up Trent Hennessy.
He is 0 for 1.
So he's due.
Got a sack bunt and walked.
Okay.
Also struck out looking his last
So
at bat.
Trent's due. Trent's been hot here. Been hitting the ball well. Hennessy's due. For the year, Hennessy's hitting 310.
Really a great at bat with that base on balls
Yep.
earlier. Battled, worked a long count, and got down to
0-1
first.
pitch here to Hennessy from Nations. Throw over to first. They know Ross is going to – I mean, they see Ross's speed. If they if they don't pay attention to him, he will steal second base. So Nations toes the rubber. It's ready. 0-1 pitch here from Nations. Throw over to first again. Great job getting back from Ross. The part that gets missed in that catch from Dean is the fact that these 3 officials officiated that play perfectly. That's outside. They don't get a lot of credit. I'm going to give them as much as I can because I did this job for 10 years. That's a great job there, especially in that dark corner there in right field, going out there to make sure he makes that catch. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Hennessy. Nations set, throws over to first again, once again trying to keep Ross honest. Want to make sure that he doesn't get in scoring position. They know the difference in 3-run and a 4-run lead is big. Throw over again.
Yeah, you talk about that officiating crew. You know, you cover ASH games and not just baseball, but all sports. You see the same officials start to show up over and again. You realize there's a reason why.
That's
Consistency, competency, all that. And a balk.
That's correct. We got a balk call.
Speaking of.
Yep, we got a balk call there. Coach is going to call. Nope. Coach is going to come out and argue. But, again, once the balk is called, it's called. Nope. Umpire's not changing that. So that's a balk call. Puts Ross at second. Again, the little things we talk about.
Wow.
Ross at second.
You're right.
So now Hennessy's 1-1 count. Nations. Ross is at second in scoring position. Nations pitch.
Stealing third.
Stealing third base. No throw. No throw, but it's a strike. That's what happens. Speed kills. You talk about it in football. You talk about it in baseball. In basketball, it's the same thing. Speed kills. And Ruston's got a lot of it, just like we do. Showed off last night up there at Bearcat Nation at their place. So Ross is now at third base. 1-2 pitch to Hennessy. Ground ball, base hit to right field. Trent Hennessy comes up with an RBI single to right field to plate Jackson Ross for the 8th run of the game for your Trojans on their 11th hit.
And look, that's the situation where you talk to Hawk, because that's some insurance right there provided
Boy, that's good right there.
by
I tell
Mr.
you
Jackson
what,
Ross.
The ball was on the outside part of the plate. He hit it where it was pitched. Great switch. I like that. That was pretty good right there. Hawk will like that. So 8-4 now brings up Bryson Phoenix. What's Bryson for the night?
He is 2 for 2. Got a grand slam, a single, and a sac fly.
2 for 2, grand slam, single, sac fly. Other than that, he ain't done nothing tonight. Yep, kind of quiet.
Yeah.
So Hennessy at first, Phoenix at the plate. That
that
nicked
one.
him in the helmet. Puts him at first. That may be a good thing for them. They don't want him swinging the bat. I don't think that was intentional, obviously, but I don't think they want him swinging the bat right now.
Well, and again, so you see a little juice over there in the first base dugout. You got this heartier lineup coming up, momentum, a little bit of swagger,
right.
a little bit of confidence. Maybe they can keep moving these runners with one out.
Right.
And like we said, a real quality win if they can hold on and stay in front.
That's right.
For another half hour or so.
Caden Eckstein. Hennessy at second. Phoenix at first. Eckstein, first pitch is a strike on the inside corner. So no balls, 1 strike to the third baseman, Caden Eckstein.
Caden is 1 for 2 tonight.
1 for 2 tonight.
1 for 3, excuse me.
Okay.
Bunted into a fielder's choice, also has a single.
All right. Good job there from the catcher. Lander Smith, keeping that ball in front of him. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Caden Eckstein. Hennessy's your runner at second. Phoenix at first. Eckstein looking to drive in a run. Eckstein hits the ball to shortstop. Could be 2. Over to second for 1.
Nope.
Over to first.
He's safe at first.
Safe at first, but what's missed there is the great job from Jackson Burrows of making sure that ball does not get over his head and a run score. So, little things we talk about. That is going to bring Coach Beck out to the mound, it looks like. And we're going to have a LV 5K pitching change.
First and third, 2 outs for the Trojans.
Okay, or maybe not. No, look like there's a new pitcher coming in. Okay, so not a change. Nobody in the pen. So first and third, 2 outs. Going to have Tibbs at the plate. What's Tibbs for tonight?
He has a base hit, a strikeout, and a fly out.
Okay, so Tibbs is 1 for 3 tonight. He's going to be the batter in the box. You're going to have Eckstein at first, Hennessy at third.
Yes.
2 outs, looking for another insurance run here. So when we get to the top of the 7th, we're a little bit further ahead. No pitching change there from Coach Beck. So Nations is going to stay in the ball game. Nations has done a great job, Marshall. He's done a great job.
Yeah, about 67 pitches and came in a jam. And really, after the grand slam, and he's just given up 2 runs in about 4 innings here.
Yeah, done a great job coming in.
4 2/3, actually.
Right, absolutely. Done a great job. So Tibbs is the batter. First pitch, breaking pitch for strike 1. Tibbs is 1 for 3 tonight. Eckstein at first. Hennessy at third. Hennessy's got to be on his P's and Q's here. Pass ball's got to score a run right here, Marshall.
Lonsberry remains in the pen for Ash, meanwhile.
That actually worked last night, so I'm glad we didn't tonight. So 0-1 pitch here from Peyton Nations to Tibbs with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. That is a breaking pitch that's up for a 1-1 count to the power hitting first baseman Grayson Thibodeau, looking to do what you do in the 5-hole, which is drive in runs. Another one of those little base hits up the middle be perfect right here, wouldn't it?
Or a little bloop over one of these middle infielders as well.
Thibodeau gets a piece of that, fouls it back. So down 1-2 here, got to choke up, protect, put the ball in play, as we've seen tonight from Jackson Ross particularly. Putting the ball into play, good things happen.
Yeah, Ruston's infield has made some really, really good plays.
Yep. No errors on the board for either team after last night's performance. So they're going to let Eckstein go to second. They're not going to get into the rundown. So Eckstein's got a stolen base there. KK takes second. 2-2 pitch here from Peyton Nations to Grayson Thibodeau.
The deceptively fast Caden
That's
Eckstein.
right.
Swiping bases.
That is a pitch outside. Great job again there from Smith blocking that up. So
Big pitch coming up.
We're going to have a payoff pitch here from Peyton Nations to Tibbs with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Runners on the move.
Runners will be on the move. And here's the payoff pitch. That is on the corner for strike 3. On the corner for strike 3. What we got, Marshall?
We have no runs, or excuse me, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base.
At the end of 6 complete innings of play, your score, Ash 8, Ruston 4. We're going to stay right here, go over some of our sponsors. And so let's see here. Lighted Up Digital Advertising, Miss Sharanda Smith. Give her a call, 318-302-0155. She can take care of all your advertising needs. She's creative. She does everything you need. If you don't have an idea, she'll make one for you, get it done.
Little note there, the other day against 4A Iowa, Menard got the win. Baylor Smith came in, got 2 outs in relief in a clutch situation. Coach Mark talked to Coach Marks about that. He said, just wanted to see, his starting pitcher was cruising along. He said, just wanted to see what Baylor could do there up on the mound. Came out for baseball senior year and got a good appearance and, like I said, a big win over a 4A school.
Watched him play basketball years as a senior. We called those games there at Menard, myself and Doug Gann. So known Brad Smith. He's another one of those Winfield guys. Known Brad Smith my whole life. We grew up together in Winfield. Quality family there. Give them a call if you have any advertising. They have all the digital boards around town, and they can hook you up and take care of you. So top of the 7th inning, it's going to be Hartwell, Parnell, and Powell. 3, 4, 5, the meat of the order here for the Ruston Bearcats, with Austin Hoover trying to get this save here.
Yeah, while Ash has been out in front of this ballgame for the most part the entire time, it has never felt like anything's come easy, and that's the same way as we got to get 3 more outs here, top 7.
First pitch is a strike. Big, it's huge. I think it's 67% of the time when you get the first out of an inning, no run score, so that's huge. Big spot right here for the sophomore Hoover. Ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Curveball there.
Hartwell's 2 for 3 with 2 singles.
Has done well tonight, done very well. 1-1 pitch here from Hoover to Hartwell. That is hit to second base. That is Clayton Doyle in the ball game at second base.
Attaboy.
He comes over and makes the play for out number 1. Great job there from Clayton Doyle coming in for Melvin Burns. So he did come in and play defense. That is a great job there.
Yeah, I mentioned Sam Hartwell, the starting QB for Coach Ball, and showed some speed down there on the line too. So Clayton had to field that ball and kind of had to get it over there pretty quickly to beat Hartwell, and he did it.
Come in on defense, the ball's going to find you. So that brings up Yeah, Parnell,
Yep.
the third baseman.
He is 0 for 1 on the evening, hit by a pitch, walked, and flew out to Ian Hunter.
So first pitch is a ball to Parnell. 1 ball, no strikes here to Parnell, the third baseman, who's played a great third base tonight. He looks like he might square the bunt, may pull that back. He does pull it back, and it's a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 78 miles an hour on the inside corner there for Austin Hoover. 1-1 pitch. Hoover to Parnell. Oh, that hits him.
Oh, did it get him?
It got him. It got him. He's at first base.
I thought it went over his helmet. Goodness.
It got him. He didn't make a big effort to get out of the way, but it got him. So nobody hurt there. Still a 4-run lead. So that is going to bring. It's going to make C-Rob go out and visit with. No, maybe not. Okay, so nobody hurt. Once again, that's going to bring up Powell. What's Powell for the night?
Powell is 0 for 3 with 2 Ks.
2 Ks, 0 for 3 tonight. Probably due then. I hate to say that, but he's probably due. First pitch, strike 1, 78 miles an hour from Austin Hoover, the sophomore. 0-1 pitch from Hoover to Powell. Runner at first does not have a big lead. Does not look like he's trying to swipe that bag. That is in the, you know what? That's the pitch that struck out Thibodeau. It's a strike in the other inning. It's a strike now. So all you can ask for is that guy to keep calling the same.
Yeah, and, at this point, they know those spots. They know where to try to aim that thing.
I can see this going maybe a sweeping breaking ball on the outside, trying to get him to chase a little bit. 0-2 pitch here from Hoover to Powell. That is hit. That could be the ball game. 6-4. Nope. Powell can run. Powell can move.
That's your RB1.
Yep, that's right. Powell
That's your
can,
starting running back.
Powell can move. He can move. So that we got. Hang on a second. We're going to get together. Some headlights. I bet it's some headlights back there, more than likely. People love to pull up at a ballpark with headlights facing the field. Just FYI, when you do that, turn them off.
There's an old story about a football game at Oak Grove.
So, looks like
pinch hitter.
Pinch hitter, number 13, is going to be Aiden Adams.
Pinch hitter for the Bearcats, number 13,
Aiden Adams is the pinch hitter with 2 outs. Runner on first is Powell, who can motor.
Real quick, there's an old story about a football game at Oak Grove. The lights went off at first or second quarter, and so the fans pulled all their vehicles around, turned on their headlights, and finished the game.
Oh, my goodness.
True story.
First pitch to Adams is strike 1. So quickly, Hoover ahead 0-1 here with 2 outs. Powell at first. Hoover looking to close this out and get the save for Jack Lee. Throw over to first. Powell's back. Looking to get the save here from Jack Lee. Adams in the box. Ready, Hoover. Rocks and fires. That is on the corner for strike 2. So we're down to their Bearcats are down to their last pitch here.
Go after this pinch hitter.
Yep, that's right.
Take care of it.
Hoover looking to get this save. 0-2 pitch from Austin Hoover to Aiden Adams. That is a pitch you want to chase. You want to try to get him to chase that. No problem there. You want to get him to chase. You're not going to give him anything good to hit 0-2.
Now, you know what I say. Don't waste any time. Come right back and get number 13.
1-2 pitch here from Hoover to Adams. And that ends the game on a Sabine State Bank strikeout for the 12th strikeout of the game, Marshall. 12 strikeouts tonight for your final score at Don Boniel Field. Ash 8, Ruston 4, 8 hits, 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors for Ash, 4 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Ruston. Marshall, what a ball game.
Yeah, really nice job by Ash to come back. Got 2 wins over 5A Pineville last week and then against Acadiana earlier in the year, but really needed a win like this.
Yes.
You and I talked earlier in the week. From this point out, if you want the ranking that you want, you can't let any more ball games go.
That's correct.
2 tough ones against Tioga and Ruston where you only manage 1 run each. But tonight, you get what you want on offense.
Yep.
Obviously, you like the Grand Slam. You're not going to get that every night. But other than that, you just saw good baseball on offense. You saw great baseball on the mound from both Lee and Hoover. And defensively, everybody made plays, no errors. One little miscommunication there on the foul pop-up. But the body language, the attitude, the execution, and kind of the just – looking at baseball being played the right way was what you saw out of the home team tonight.
Absolutely. Great comeback win tonight after a bad night last night in Ruston. So, once again, your final score, Ash 8, Ruston 4. For Brett 2T Stallsby, Marshall Leffler, I'm KP Miles. Y'all been watching all this tonight on 446 Sports. God bless. We'll see you on Monday night for Oak Hill. Have a good night.